Ladies and gentlemen, are we ready for phase two? Let's fix this camera. It's a little off. Let's see. Servers are not up yet. In 1 minute, they should be. I'm sure it'll be in here in Discord once they are ready to go. Let's click launch. Let's see what happens. I'm very tired, despite me sounding not very excited. Or, I am very excited, but I am tired, so I don't sound as excited. But I am. Let's see. Oh, didn't mean to turn me off. If I raise up and go down a little bit. Make the camera a little bit bigger. So nothing happens when you click launch. Oh, Steven's typing. Steven's typing. Everyone shut up. Steven's typing. Just this game running. If there's a queue time, Flanker dropped a video yesterday or 2 days ago about like 20 tips to know before phase two. Login issues. So it is live. Wait, our server's live? It just says we're aware of login issues. They didn't go live here an hour ago, did they? Okay, alright, so something's going on. Oh, okay. In recognition of amazing effort that our testers are provided during phase one, I am pleased to announce that I've decided to keep the realms up from December 20th to January 6th. Holy crap. We're going to get 2 weeks and a day. So to January 6th, that still looks like, might just be weekend testing. Wait, so does this mean servers are up, Steven? The server is fine. Maybe let's just exit out and pop it back open. Run through the authenticator code again. Come on, Steven. I feel like my cam might be a little dark. Let's see. I see the bags under my eyes. Keep it exposure -4. Type into my code and was talked out loud. When you type on the keyboard and you just kind of speak out loud, whatever you're typing. That's me sometimes. Alright, well that's going. Let's check out Flanker. Flanker, there's more to his name. I can't, there it is. Flanker Ashes of Creation. There we go.
Hello guys, Flanker here.
My headset's not turned on.
In this video, I will share 20 tips that are important to know before or while playing Phase
Let's
2 in
let's bring
Alpha.
this
I
box
hope
up a
they
little
will
bit,
help
huh?
you to avoid some mistakes, save your time, and achieve your goals faster. Before we begin, please
All
consider
right, Discord
leaving a
there,
like and
YouTube there,
subscribing to the channel.
laundry here.
If you want, you can also support the channel by becoming a YouTube sponsor.
Oh.
Shout out to all these kind people who already did that.
My head was
Selling
covering the
Glint
video.
is one of the primary ways to earn gold at the start of the game.
Yeah, so
However,
since
the
freeholds
nodes
cost
actually
100
free
gold,
and become
I don't know if I've seen it written anywhere, but I think I saw someone make a comment on a different video that, or someone else's video, that you have to be level 20 and pay 100 gold to get freehold. And I think to get a freehold, all you have to do is interact with the well that's in the center of the freehold. So saving your glint for caravans would be good to get a lot of gold. But you have until level 20 to get 100 gold, and you might just get that by, you know, farming and selling out for glint without doing caravans. But maybe not. Probably like, if you save all your glint to level 20 and do one massive caravan, that'll definitely get you there.
villages, caravansaries appear, allowing players to launch caravans. Buying cargo with glint and transporting it to another node offers a much better return on investment.
Oh, hold on.
Although caravan journeys take time.
I got some coffee brewing too, so I need to go pour that coffee once it's ready. So we got two servers, right? Yeah, Lyneth and Vera. We were Lyneth people before, so we're gonna stick to Lyneth. It would be kind of quick. I decided on Valoon. Everyone's gonna be a dwarf, right? And we're gonna go with Ranger. Female. A small, stealthy ranger. Kind of like, we don't have the gray skin that they had in one of their developer videos. Muscle tone, wrinkles, don't matter. All right, head. Let's get a. Hair length does not change. I feel like black goes with a Valoon color. We do like black and like purple or something. That kind of overpowers it, right? Good. Can you do facial hair? I don't think you can. Oh. Junior women, can you do facial hair? Someone check that out. Okay, markings, do we got piercings? Nails, face. So noses, they don't have piercings on their noses. Come on. That's the whole reason to go Valoon. Alright, so no piercings yet. That's fine. Oh, wait, the hair just grew. Weird. Okay. Details, aesthetics, markings. That's fine. Don't need any of that. Alright, create character. And let's see. Queue time? Are we getting straight in? We're straight in. Do you look at YouTube chat as well? Yes, I do, Cosmic Probe. I have over my OBS, I have the Twitch chat and then YouTube chat both side by side. And then both chats will pop up on the actual stream here to the right. So Twitch can see what YouTube's saying and YouTube can see what Twitch is saying. I just don't have both chats combined where when YouTube says something, Twitch can't see it in their own text box. You have to read it on screen. Because I've looked into it before. I know there's Restream. But all the videos, I haven't done Restream myself. Hey, Harry Demon, thank you for the follow. Just checking for later. I know there's a Restream bot that you can do to combine chats. But all the YouTube tutorials I've seen on it, it's just about how to get the chats combined as like an overlay for your stream and not like in the same chat boxes where they can actually interact with each other. I haven't really done any research myself about it because all the videos I've seen are like, oh, that's not what I want, that's not what I want. So I need to just download or make a restream account and just kind of play around myself and see if I can figure it out. But haven't done that yet. And I should. And we are in Laneth. Got everyone getting in. There's a dude. Oh, does she have a beard? Grande. Good name. One-handed sword piercing. Oh, I have a one-handed sword, not a great sword. Dang it. That's fine. I thought I picked up a great sword. I didn't jump. Dang it. I'm already so far behind the curve. Yeah, it is. That's a... oh, it says long sword. I assume that was a two-handed sword. My mistake. Alright. Any, I think that's the commission. You have to kind of run around. Okay. I think you have to kill people and pick up drops. Cool. Event already started? The Goblin counterattack? Crazy. Is that a new one? Because usually Unruly Aggressors happens there. And I know they're adding new dynamic events. Get your commissions here. What's a commission? I'll take a look. Thanks.
They bring them to me, and I post them on the board. Used to do it myself.
Just take them all.
This was back on
Excuse me. Excuse me. I can drop commissions. But Cosmic Probe, I don't know if you're still here. Just checking for later. Sounds a bit ominous. I do got coffee downstairs that I just brewed a pot of. Oh, you'll be working here all day. Alright. You can't even start the update? Oh no. Like 30 minutes ago, I started the update. And worked just fine, but maybe with a big influx of people trying to do the update right now, maybe there's an issue. Therein lies the issue, maybe. Ooh, just took a shower. My hair's like fluffy and it's like dropping my eyes. It's making my eyebrows itch.
Have you brought its crew? 5 of them.
Alright, let's go make a pickaxe. A crude mining pickaxe. Good, good, good. And let's go chop down some blocks. Or dig up some blocks. Yeah, I'm very surprised I got in immediately. Like the stress testing throughout this week, I think Steven put in the Discord that the progress they made from like queue issues and whatnot, and people having I think worker issues is what he said. I'm sure that's a term for them in terms of use developer side. But like a ton of issues on their side to almost none the past couple weekends, and then their stress test happening earlier this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Everything ran pretty smooth.
Have you brought the blocks?
Have you brought the blocks? But the AI voice acting has improved. I don't know if it's the same voice for this trades manager as compared to trades manager Uller. Oh no, trades manager Hornet on the other side. But it's a massive improvement. Because the other guy, there's a message where he says, "They're all lemon bow."
unite. We'll provide you with
But when he says it now,
near
it
quality.
doesn't sound so out there, I guess. Let's get the wilted snowdrop. A few of your YouTube videos have helped me out, so thanks for those. Hey! First time watching the stream. Hey, well, Cosmic Probe, I appreciate it. Yeah, I just kind of... I started making YouTube videos because I had questions about the game, like many months ago. Mainly the nodes, like the whole node system. I had questions about it and like questions about vassalship of nodes. And I didn't find good information easily out there about it. So I had the thought, well, if I can't find this information easy, I'm sure other people can't find it, and I'm sure other people probably have similar questions as I do. So that's how I started making Ashes content. And also, the project sounded awesome. Open development, Steven,
Got the power. Bring
the scope of Ashes
Stop by the
sounds amazing,
across the garden. That
and
is
it's so vast. I thought, this would be a great MMO, and this is something I really want to play, so I make videos about stuff that I want to learn about and share with other people, and, you know, and that's that. That's kind of how I started. We got our horse, right? So what do I want to do first? Are there more? Let's try to pick up some quests, some commissions. I thought I picked them all up, but I'm pretty sure there should be some out here. Maybe this guy over here. Indescribable David. Is it Snopwing? Snowing? Snowing? Snowing not in game, and not snowing in real life either. Does it look like it? Somehow? Alright, what does this guy want? It does snow where I live. It snowed actually one weekend ago, or 2 weekends ago. But just that once so far. Typically, I think the last few years it hasn't snowed until like Christmas or after Christmas, sometime in January. Yeah, Midwest, it usually does snow, but, you know, global warming, man. It's definitely slowed down the last few years, I feel like. This is going to be it's going to be great as long as it doesn't turn to a Star Citizen. Very true. Well, at least Intrepid Studios isn't selling mounts yet, or mount skins. Well, I guess they kind of are. They're selling packages. But if they start selling mount skins for mounts that they don't have, and like making it super exclusive and like, hey, $1,000 for this really cool mount that doesn't exist yet, but it will. And there's only 5 of them, so make sure you buy it. At least that's my understanding of Star Citizen, is that you're buying ships for like thousands of dollars that are super exclusive before, like years before they even come out. But I think this is different. Oh, let's go over here. Oh, I went out to the north. Usually I go east. Oh, that's where I'm confused. I want to go east, actually. Oh, look at this. I'm still level 1. Servers have been live for 17 minutes. I'm so far behind. Ugh. Yeah, I want to go this way. Do you think Scam Citizens will come out? I don't know. I know nothing about it. I've just seen like 1, maybe 2 videos about it. That's like all I know. So I don't really have a strong opinion about it, just that everyone complains about it and say it's a scam. Or says it's a scam. They've just promised a lot and are not meeting those promises. Yeah, so, you know, I guess that could be Ashes, like, because Ashes is promising a lot, right? But they have been showing progress to meet... How are they gonna place a level 1 Rot Hound next to level 2? I'm not even level 2 yet and I've already died. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Oh. Oh. Ugh. Come on. Maybe I should have done the... Yeah. Maybe I'll kill the sickly goblins.
Thanks, Victorian. S, you'll have. We are having a bit of a goblin problem. Disgusting creatures.
Alright, this should be the sickly goblins, right? Hopefully. Yeah, this is a punishing world, huh? Where is... Oh, objective complete. Just kill 3 goblins? Is that it? What's a journal? Welcome to Vera. Kill 3 goblins and good use of my hope. Okay. So it's not... Well, I think that is the same quest. Alright, let's get down there. Maybe this will give us some XP to get to level 2. And then we can go kill that Rot Hound. You Goblin Slayer.
So it's in sloppy. Give it here. So it's in sloppy. Give it here.
There you go.
Let me put a shine on it for you.
What is the purpose of this medallion? Do we know? Or is it just like a role-playing thing? Proof of lawful entry into Vera. Because there are some quests that I've seen, or one quest I've seen out in the world, that you need an item from an earlier quest to start it. So I wonder if this is a prerequisite to start another quest. Yeah, I think Star Citizens is playable. I feel like I've seen footage of in-game Star Citizen. Now, I think I need to talk to any official, right? Yes. Playable-ish.
My excellent. Follow the pool of essence within to a statue of a phoenix. Find it and return.
Okay. So this is the entrance for the start to Divine Gateway or Ember Springs. Let's go attune. Don't know if you want to buy ships with real life money. Reminds me of EVE Online in a sense. See, I don't know EVE Online. I just know it's a like future, at least from the front cover of EVE Online, it looks like a space kind of MMO.
Have you attuned curious fonts of essence, aren't they?
Nice.
I have little doubt we will come to
Okay,
learn.
healing salve. That's what I'm talking about. What is number 3? Complete a commission from the commission board. And then let him know. Okay. Maybe we got more commissions. Yeah, let's just accept them all. Because I think we have like 20 or 30 commissions. Oh.
See you again, friend.
Okay, so this is a bug. I reported this. This guy, you accept his mission. He wants you to complete a commission. And when you complete a commission, come back and talk to him. And you finish his quest. But finishing the starter quest by doing the Ember Spring and whatnot and talking to the official, that is counting as a commission for this guy's quest.
Brilliant. If and you ever need old Harold's help for anything,
And not actually doing a real commission. It's just like a basic quest. So like the coding for all quests seems like it's the same. There's not a distinction between quest and commissions. At least that's what it seems like. I don't know if that's the intent or not, but... Oh. let's do a skill here. We'll start with headshot. Goblin, what's up? It's here, buddy. Phase 2, it's finally here. Just chilling. Are you jumping into the servers like everyone else? Or just hanging out? I'm good, I'm good. Oh, hey, Goblin. Did your communications interview stuff go along okay? I ended up working the next like 2 nights after we talked, and then like later on that week, I'm like, oh shit. Goblin wanted to give me some questions, and I totally forgot until like midweek. You got it done, good. The plebs are having issues. I mean, I did too. It was like maybe like 5 minutes, and then I eventually got in. You got an A- out of the class, nice. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh, Roderick Bloodbane. There he is. I'll help this person out. Party with me. Alright, we need to find some bandits that we can kill. Fuck yeah. Did they aggro each other? Arsonists are strong. You wanna party here, dude? Nice. I'm super stoked that they wanted to do one server to try to get everyone to play together. But then they did open a second server, Leneth, which is what I'm on. At least for NA servers. I think EU is still just one. But it's still 2 less than what we had during Phase 1. So I'm excited to see a more condensed player population. And they're trying to get, you know, more players on one server. I've made a mistake. There we go, we're good, we're good. Yes, very true. More people just playing in US. Goblin. You missed. So, I mentioned Hidden Dagger Inn, Peon, in my guild interview. Because I did an interview with him early on in making YouTube content and stuff. And Peon ended up leaving Overlord to join Dynasty. Or start Dynasty, I don't know which. I don't know if it was a guild that already existed. And I got labeled as a spy because I mentioned him in the interview. So I woke up one morning and I noticed I was out of the Discord. And I messaged the guild leader. I'm like, hey, like, I don't know if I accidentally left or what happened. And he told me, like, nope. Peon left and we got spies in the guild and we just kicked everyone that mentioned Peon in their guild interview. I'm like, oh. Like, oh. Dang it. So, about 2 weekends ago, I went guildless. Cold-blooded, yeah. Alright. So one of my commissions is to defeat bandits. Where did this man go? They started cutting down trees. Let's go help them out. Loot, 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 loot. Ooh. Oh, if we kill this thing, maybe we can steal the XP. What level is Lethal? Maybe he'll join the party. Nice. Get my own group together. That's what I'm talking about. Possibly a thing where you can look up guilds sometime in early phase 2, like an in-game user like interface. I realize I say like a lot. I posted a video yesterday of stream clips, and I said like a lot. So if I say that, call me out. Say stop saying like. It's not good communication practice. Throne and Liberty had that. I started playing Throne. They had an in-game user interface for guilds. Every like shots? Yes. Oh, Dwally. That's some good XP. Yeah, you go ahead and start that. I'm not strong enough for this archer. Yes, level up. Increase crit. We like that. Wait, do I have Hunt of the Tiger as well? Why do I have... Oh. I totally forgot I just spec'd Hunt of the Tiger. What is wrong with me? Doing double shots of an IPA will probably get you messed up. Double shots of an IPA? That's just a beer. What do you mean double shots of an IPA? You get a... Well, I guess... No. No. You get a 16-ounce pour of an IPA. A double IPA, maybe? Or maybe I just... I shouldn't have said anything. Now you're going to point it out all the time. Goodbye, Lethal. Let's just end it with a headshot. You're just bold. No, it's okay. It's alright. Alright, we want... Stagger. Stagger does... disable evasion, reduce healing. We are going... Crit chance. All crit chance. And we'll loot this raider. Oh, nice, some bracers. Let's put that on. These defenders are so tanky. Oh, rolled. Oh, 2 defenders. Okay. All right, one's level 1. We're good. Unless they stun me. That might kill him. If he cares. Alright. I'm gonna get my coffee. It's been sitting downstairs for a while. So give me 1 second. I will be right back. Oh, new headset. Dude, right on. All right, 1 second. All right, where'd he go? You redid your computer, got a new headset, quite comfortable. Headsets really make it, man. I hope that I'm getting, well, probably for Christmas, I'll get a, feels weird saying like, hey, I want to get something for Christmas and I'm 29. But because my mic just sits, I'm sure you've heard me talk about this before, but my mic just sits in front of me between me and my keyboard, so I have to like reach around my mic to type. So I'll be getting a desk mic stand. Look like the arm that swings around. Hopefully. So that'll be my revision of my computer setup, or I guess my streaming setup. It's been a nice quality of life change for me. Yeah, reaching around my mic. Yeah, because like right now, like just sitting here playing, it's fine, but like when I need to type, my right hand comes over to my keyboard, it hits the mic. Maybe, I think I did complete a commission, right? Maybe at level 4, I'll leave here. Alright. It should be like lit up when I complete a commission, no? Is he leaving me? He healed so much. Oh, okay. Oh. Uh-oh. Bad move. Bad move. Oh, it's killing his horse. Oh no, they're still after me. Maybe a guard will help me. Help me, Scholar Guard. Oh, objective complete. Nice. Take that. Alright, yeah, I had a quest. Oh, I need one more bandit. That's why it's not done. I haven't done 10 bandits yet? What? I do have a healing salve. Let's just use that. Oh, and also rations. Ne'er-do-wells. Alright, this is gonna take a minute. Yeah, I was close to dying there. I was too close. Once that raider jumped on me, I thought it was over for sure. He stunned me on my headshot again. I think he stunned me on my barrage, maybe the last guy did. These defenders are gonna outplay me. Oh, green loot, green loot, green loot. Family fights. Alright. There's that. And what was that family fights thing? New. How you flagging up, bro? New dynamic events. This is one of them. Angry Harvest. Oh, it's done. Oh, completed already. Dang. What second weapon am I using? It is a one-handed sword. I thought I grabbed a two-handed sword, but it's just one-handed, so once I get to like a vendor, I think there's a vendor out here. Oh, like once I get enough glint, how much glint do I have? I'm going to 2 silver. Yeah, it's eventually going to be a two-handed sword, or like maybe a two-handed, because they added two-handed maces and two-handed axes, and also spears, I believe. So I'll see what skill trees those have, or just see how they look, and then I'll probably run one of those. You were mega window shopping. After you pay off your credit card and get some computer gear and another computer. Right on. I like longbow. Or am I going to keep using long or switch to short? I'm assuming you're talking about the bow, because I'm using a longbow right now. Oh, classic ads. I played a little bit with short and longbows in phase 1, and I kind of like the longbow. Dang, I'm sad I missed out on the Angry Harvest. Slay Grims during the day. Reach this tower. That's number 3. Reach Nuramita Road Tower. We'll do that, and then we'll drop off the snowdrops, and then maybe go to Korlock. Because usually there's a good bit of people there. Dang, I wanted to see the Angry Harvest. Oh, is it bugged? Because there's 3 of them going on now. Since my party member was in here, I wonder if I can get the loot. Fast ad. That's what I'm talking about. Nope. Okay. I was not physically here. Despite my party member being here, I cannot get the loot. Yeah, I want to go a crit build for my ranger. So I feel like a short bow would be better because you attack faster, you could proc more crits. I think I just like the raw damage numbers coming from a longbow. Because here, like hit 1, hit 2, into finisher, like 66, 55, and 84% damage. Up to 93% damage with deadly finisher. Like a short bow has like 20%. It's like 20 to 30%, I feel like. It's like half the damage, but it does shoot so much faster. But I don't know. I gotta play around more with the bows, and I'll come to a final conclusion later on, I'm sure. You found the computer for $150. Goblin, I'm gonna tell you now, I don't think you should get that. I'm not sure. I think they do share the same skill tree, but I'm not 100% sure. Well, they have the same skill tree. They don't share it though. So they level up individually from each other. But what you can spec into, I think, is probably the same. We're just accepting everything. Is this the quest that I just picked up? I should probably read, huh? A fanless mini PC. Weird. I don't know what the Arduino size level is. How do you keep it cool with no fans? Just put it in a little cooler. Alright, where do I drop off? Do I drop off to you? Oh, yes. Nice, level 4. That's what we're talking about. Now, what is this? Friendly fights. Too long the Vailian people have been oppressed under the thumb of the Kalar elite. Uh-oh. So the Vaylun and Kalar are at odds with each other. Do I get this because I'm a Vaylun? This is one of the social organizations. Hold on. Join the Zephyr Winds and scour the Riverlands with the warm breath of freedom. Where did I get this from? I killed my 10th highwayman over here for that commission. And I got this. I didn't accept the commission, so it's not from the commission. I just randomly grabbed this somehow. Join the Zephyr. Here it is. Seek the encampment of the Zephyr Winds. Reach encampment of the Zephyr Winds. Alright, this is tracked. Where's number 4? Oh, the map updated. Nice. So we can actually see the nodes. Sick. Alright, Tropics. Let's look at Tropics. Anything new? Tropics is the same, I think. Yeah, Jova, Halcyon. Entrance is right there and there. Yeah, I think Tropics looks the same. Just the one caravanserai and warehouse building. Yeah, I'm pretty sure all these little islands were in before. Oh, no, where's Zephyr Winds? What was that? Steve said in Discord, a patch is coming. You're making it hard to work. I just want to play. No. Hey, well, Cosmic, you gotta work. You gotta work. Hungry Dragon, you can't get in. It took me like 5 minutes. Like, nothing was happening. Then I was getting some kind of error pop up on my launcher. After like 5 minutes, it finally worked. Oh, number 9. Zephyr. Okay, this is gonna be new. I think I want to go straight there. I think I want to check out Zephyr Winds. Let's leave the party. Thanks for the party, dude. All right, this is brand new. Zephyr Winds, an encampment for the Vaylun people. I'm assuming this is one of the social organizations that you can progress in as like a solo player or a strictly PvE player. Like the Black Talon Trading Company is also one, I believe. I'm gonna sell off my glint before I die. Because too often do I die with a glint on my body. Oh, an emerald right there. Yeah, I'll level later. Let's go explore a little bit. So you said a patch is coming for the tropics? Did you mention that when I was talking about the tropics? I don't know how Ashes of Creation's doing it, but towards the end of phase 1 I was getting a little bit bored, and all they did was close the game and open it back up. And I'm super excited again. Yeah, we're getting more content. But even like the beginning is fun. Oh no, the launcher. Okay. Oh yeah. And like right at 1 o'clock for me when it opened. Usually they announce, hey, the servers are now live. But they didn't announce that. They just said, we're aware of a issue logging in. We're working on a fix. Let's not die to any caravan raiders out here. I can't believe I died at level 1. This game has a way of humbling you really quick. Bye, horse. We're almost there. The Zephyr wins. Trying to keep an eye out for copper. I'm not going to focus on artisan professions at all, but if I see zinc or copper on the world, I'll pick those up. Oh, more zinc. Alright. Little detour. We're going to pick up some zinc and then get the Zephyr wins. What level is the Befallen Forge? Probably like 4 or something. That's a good comment in chat. It's level 25. It's a max level dungeon. Now, I wonder why sometimes when you're just out in the world, you get this music playing right now, and that's the same music when you're in combat. Like, this is combat music, is it not? Maybe I'll pay attention. Oh, it's like a freehold. Oh. What? What the hell? This is a freehold. A large house. There's no... What is this? How are they going to give me a quest to lead me here? No one's out back? Oh, you take a little bath back here? That's cozy. This is a nice spot for a freehold. And we're in Mirrorless. What's, I like this spot, though. In-between Expedition Camp. Maybe the quest marker is off and it's actually over there. I know. I feel like that's a bug. No? Anything that's not working as intended is a bug, right? Here. Tapping around my microphone. Map marker. Led me to a freehold with no NPCs. Sure. Alright, where's my horse? I'll go check that little encampment. Dang, I was excited. Now we're gonna see some social organizations. Seek the encampment of the Zephyr Winds. Speak to the leader. Handbull advertises a rebellion, grants a quest. I just ran by something red. Don't kill me, please. Oh my gosh. It's after me, isn't it? That is that their like pre-aggro? Like they're trying to scare. Oh. It was. They're like trying to taunt you to go away. Oh, that's sick. I think they added new NPC behaviors. That was there before. I remember that animation for the spider was there before. But I never had him like wind up and look at me for like 10 seconds before he actually attacked. That's funny. Another freehold. These freeholds are just kind of out here, huh? And this really led me astray. I know I'm gonna die. Look at all the zinc out here. Why are there so many wolves, man? Too many wolves. Of course, of course. Alright, we just have to get down here. Set our spawn. Kill my horse, kill my horse, kill my horse. No, 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 no. Alright, I think he went away. This world is too dangerous for me. Huh, okay. Maybe for the Zephyr Winds to show up, maybe Miralith has to be upgraded to like a village stage. I wonder. All right. Well, that was a bust. Back to Lionhold. Is that a ruby? I guess by going out here, we can find some good mining resource nodes. Because no one's been out here yet. Ugh. That's a little bit better. Off my face. Alright. So I want to go we'll do the supporting Lionhold, silence a number of goblins. Maybe I'll do the Bone Crusher. Bone Crusher isn't... That Bone Crusher was up here. Look, yeah, I'll go do these couple commissions, maybe. I'll get to level 5. Not being very efficient with my early time here. That's okay, and a Grim is destroying me. That's one issue with the Grims, that they hit you from very far away. Well, actually, there's probably going to be a lot of people trying to do Muck Maul and Bone Crusher. It's going to be tough to get credit for killing them. It is so tough just to get anywhere in this world. Shot, let's start with... We need to get barbed ammo. Do disengage, and that goes on my thumb. I can't even see. I can't even see. I can't click it. Oh, it's level 5. Uh-oh. Sick. This road is so dangerous, man. Too many trees. We need to chop down all the trees so I can see through it. I wonder if people are at the gym spring. Like, I'm just trying to get back to Lionhold, you know? And there's just people just stopping me everywhere. Hopefully that creeper doesn't aggro onto me. He might. Alright, we're good, we're good. What is that red way over there? Is that the exploding moon? Straight. That looks not at anything in particular. What is that? That red glow behind that tree. That could just, I think it's just the exploding moon. River Dance Otters, those are pretty good XP. It is level 5. Yeah, you can't chase me through the rocks, can you, buddy? Yeah, like 300 XP. Oh, and some blue droppings. I don't know why, but it feels like they increased the XP for these early levels. The 18k, that sounds very, very reasonable. Oh my goodness, dude. They're everywhere. There, jump up. There's more mushroom people. Holy cow. We need... Look at them all. Oh, what a disaster. Okay. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, something in the sky. Is that new? Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh, it's not showing. No, maybe that was there. Maybe that's not new. That's Amy. Say hi, Amy. Alrighty. Head back south a little bit. I will say, when you're running through the woods and whatnot, the trees are like pretty low to the ground with all the leaves and whatnot. So it's very easy for your camera to get stuck in a bunch of leaves and it's tough to see anything. Where is Scholar Einsvin? Right back here. He gives you the set to motion quest, so we'll definitely grab that. Because we'll eventually go to the Gem Spring and we'll complete that quest. This was my first ever quest of Phase 1. Where is the bell song? So it's actually, I thought it was the crystal, but it's actually that thing underneath. Oh, interesting. Okay. I thought it was the crystal. Explore a mount of glittering stars, and that is the Gem Spring. Like here, like it feels like I'm in a jail cell. Like I'm stuck in the woods. Can't see out of here. Can't see what's going on. Oh, we're free. It's a big open world. One more pirate. Do we know? Does anyone know? Are freeholds locked behind max level, or at least level 20? Or is it just locked behind 100 gold, and once you have 100 gold, you can get it no matter what level you are? The Horns of Betrayal. I have not done the Horns of Betrayal yet. Look at the Arcadium. I think I have to kill someone here too. Oh, there's not a lot of people here, huh? Party Fred? Thanks, buddy. 100 gold and level 20, okay. So I saw someone say level 20, but I forget where I saw it, and I didn't see it on... like, as a like, patch note from Ashes, or Intrepid Studios. I just saw like the 100 gold in there. Thank you. Thank you, Dragon Games. And some guard spawns here that I have to kill. I'm surprised we haven't seen the Unruly Aggressors event yet. Ten Finger. Huh, I expected this to be freaking crowded. No one is here. Goblin counterattack, perfect. Defeat, okay, this is the Unruly Aggressors. Okay, cool. Oh, and there's the Fallen Guard. Give me the book. No book for me. That's unfortunate. Okay, we'll do it again. Objective complete. Alright. We need more people. Do we have a cleric? Any clerics here? Oh, did not mean to trade. Oh, we got Legolas here. That's what I'm talking about. Here. Let's get all of us in here. Shadow Patch. Shadow Patch, come back. Got a cleric. Yeah, there we go. Need all hands on deck here. Is this guy attacking other people? No, we need to be focusing on one thing at a time here. Because these guys are tanky AF. Oh, this is gonna be some fat XP. They're so tanky. What server? I'm on Lyneth. There's 2 NA servers and 1 EU server, but I am on Lyneth. Surprised I got that name. Legolas. I mean, someone's gonna get it, right? I'm surprised I got Dark Mid with how big of a streamer I am, you know? Alright. Get this aggressor. I think he's Bard. Ooh, Ancient Alien Bone. Oh yeah. Yep, he's Bard. Let's just loot while everyone's distracted. Ancient Alien Bones. Weird. Okay, so the Ancient Alien Bones, I'm not actually opening up the table to loot those. I'm just automatically getting them to my inventory. Oh. Sorry, dude. Support, yes. Bard support. Like, the spellbook looks good. I like... This guy also went in. Let's get everyone in here. We don't exclude people here. We don't accuse people of being spies and kick them out, you know? Everyone's welcome. That one's bugged. I think that guy's always been bugged. He never moves. Freehold cost listed by Ashes and Alpha 2 update notes December 20th. Oh, okay, I see. Sorry, I was probably like 5 minutes too late for that dragon, but thank you. In need. Yes! Yes! Did everyone grade that? No one needed it? Does everyone already have gloves? Is that what you're telling me? This should be the last one, maybe one more. Nice. Reinforcements defeated, and that's the end, right? Nice. Yep. Some nice glint, some nice XP. How much did we get? 2k? Alright, you people can leave now. I need to kill that guard again. Try to get the record drop. It is Ancient Alien Bones. I wonder what they're used for, because that's a new drop. Excuse me, Cloud, go away. This guy, I killed him twice, he's not dropping. Oh, it's a commission I completed. Okay, Record of Kayla. There we go. And there's a couple more. Let's go fight our way up over there. My weapon go up? It did. Cool. I should upgrade my other weapon just so I get the... Oh, bleed. Yes, yes, yes. Wait. Respec. Okay. So we want bleed. Let's just do more damage. And up here, I think there's something there's a person that spawns right here that I kill, and he gives you the other record, the Scout Sundra record. Wait for him to pop up. You know, the XP that you get from doing this quest and like the time it takes to complete it is probably not worth, but if you look at it from the point of view that I could be going out to other places, like other Korlock ruins or whatever, or these ruins, I could be going out there and finding a random party, but I also could be dying if we're not organized. So if you take in consideration that I'm doing this quest, which is taking longer and less XP, but I'm not dying, and also consider the time it takes to walk over there, this could be worth it. I'm also a completionist, so since I accepted all this stuff, I feel like I have to complete it. Oh, here it is. This is a Bone Dunker. Give me the records, give me the records, give me the records, give me the records. You're not gonna give it to? Come on. Come on. Oh, here's another one. Okay, so it's not him. Bone Dunker's just a person. Like a regular spawn. Maybe? Hold on. Oh, record. Goblin Diamond. Hold on. Thick shard of glass. Goblins value them. So, okay, there's a bunch of new stuff too. So the Aelin Bones and the Goblin Diamonds. New stuff. Alright, on to the next one. Lyneth Hall. There's one back here. Okay. Almost level 5. We're making good progress. Thanks, Shadow Patch. Lyneth Hall. There's some kind of guard back there. Is it also a dig site? What's that red? Remains of a humanoid. Oh, okay, cool. So I didn't have to kill anything, I just got that. Perfect. Okay. Bone Crusher is the big circle, I think. We have a couple smaller, okay. So one record there, and I think that's it, right? Sounds Goblins, there we go. Any other commissions that I've completed? I think it would probably show over here, right? Alright, the Gates of Warhelm and the Ashen Pyre. 2 more locations, 2 more records to get. And another quest, the Confident Law. Outlaw. I can read. Ashen Pyre, and then there's someone that spawns up here that drops another record. There's a lot less people than I thought there was going to be. Alright, this is going to be a bit tough. Let's party. Thank you. Next, these guys are going to destroy me if I try to take it solo. Don't group up. They're dropping AoEs on us. Don't group. Don't group. Nice. I'll just read that. It's mage stuff. I'm about to get dropped. Oh. Darn it. This is where the records are. Oh, wait. Actually. No, that's just fire. Oh, maybe. I think that's interactable. Yeah. Okay, so the records are actually be in that. So I don't have to kill them again. I just have to run up here and grab, interact with that, and I get the records. Okay, cool. Well, let's just sit here and wait to get dropped, I guess. Server will be down for 2 hours? Is that... Someone just said that in chat. We're bringing down Alpha 2 realms as we work to address issues. We expect realms to be down for up to 2 hours. We'll keep you up to date. Ah. Realms going down. Ooh. Well, that's okay, because we have the developer live stream.
Taco Bell shouldn't make chicken nuggets. We say don't be so negative because crispy tortilla chips make a better bread.
Hold on, the developer live stream. I totally forgot.
Put them together. So don't be a nuggetive Nelly. Give Taco Bell's new crispy chicken nuggets a try.
That were doing that as well. When you would jump with them, they would get all wonky.
Let's start from the beginning. Ash is official. Where you at?
Yeah.
Oh, they don't go live on
and
YouTube. That's
talk
right.
A little bit about the solution for that for currently, or what our long-term plans are with some of those things. Like maybe some things we will keep in that are funny, or if we're going to try to stay more serious on that front.
Next to that. Okay. Hey, well, we still got something to do.
Voices of bears. I think that's for sure something we want to keep in. The ducks may be small, but they are truly mighty in spirit. So I think it's only appropriate that we keep the audio in that's for them right now.
We missed. There's no like bod down here, so I can't go back and watch the first like 10 minutes.
We are making it so you can't kill them, so you won't be able to see the crazy textures. But eventually we will be resolving that.
Usually, whenever they say something's down for 2 hours, the servers go down for 2 hours. It's always like 1 hour, like an hour and 10 minutes. It's never actually 2 hours.
Disabling you from murdering the poor chickens, pigs, and ducklings.
So no killing animals on freeholds.
And moving on to Alpha 2, Phase 2. What you can expect from a high level. We did go over some of this stuff in our previous update, but confirming kind of which features did make the cut and which didn't. So we'll kind of start with the races. If you want to talk about the Junior and
yeah, absolutely. So we have the Junior and the Veyloon.
Do we have beards? Do we have beards on Lady Junior?
The 2 new races are online and
I didn't check.
We had some testing, of course.
And Veyloon do not have piercings. I want piercings for Veyloon.
Phase 1 testers to participate.
Yeah.
In scale testing there, and
the nose piercings,
a lot of different
earrings.
Junior players. I think the majority of the server were playing on Junior. So, it was fun to look around and not see anybody until you
And
look
also
down.
gray skin.
And I think people are going to be enjoying these 2 new races.
Yeah, I know there's definitely some guilds that are very Dunir focused.
I like these
so they're
horns.
gonna be excited for that.
Dunehold. Dunehold
Yeah,
is
sorry,
all
we have of the
dwarven.
Waylunar. They're a little undressed
characters.
compared to the dwarves that we have.
Yeah, we get fully armored Dunir
They're
and naked
much more
Valen.
relaxed. The Valoon are way more relaxed. To be fair, I would dress probably more like a Valoon than I would a Dunir.
Yeah,
Well, Valoon, they're from the
good to
Sandspaw
know. I'm
Desert, so
sure
you know it's
there's
pretty
probably
hot.
some
Makes
weird
sense.
fanfic out there now.
And it's probably really cold in the mountains, so
Not safe for
Well, the other
work.
ones just
you know
look so
that's
fun.
appropriate, right?
No swimsuit. They're covered. Their bits are covered.
Yeah.
Calm down. Also, it's hot where they're from, right?
Yeah,
they're
it's hot.
desert
They're desert
That's
people.
true.
That's right.
Yeah.
That is very true.
Gotta-
Whereas the Dunir, of course, are more in the mountain.
yeah,
That's
they're
what I
not-
just
look at that
said.
Snow, you know.
I'm way ahead of Steven and
beyond
Margaret.
that, speaking of the Dunir, we also have the Befallen Forge, which is a new dungeon, and we are going to be showing a playthrough of.
I wonder if they're going to give us new content because
we'll
so
talk a
far,
little bit
the
about
races
that
and
when we
Forge.
get
This was on the
there.
last live stream.
But I don't know if there's anything else you want to add to this, since we're going to go in depth later about this.
No, I think, of course, it's in line with the introduction of the Dunir, that Befallen Forge comes online as well. This is obviously a large underground dungeonous complex that has a bit of lore to it. So the reason why it exists within the Riverlands, when the Dunir's homelands obviously are not in the Riverlands, there was some collaboration during the Tauren Empire time, which of course did not end well, unfortunately, for the Dunir that exists within the Befallen Forge. Their remnants survived, however, in a state that I don't think any mortal would want to be in. And now players have an opportunity to explore exactly what those Dunir were up to within the Befallen Forge and what unfortunate curse befell them. There is also an intended raid boss, world boss, that's going to be in the
So
Befallen
it's a
Forge. It's not
Dunir
there
Forge.
present, but this
That makes more
is an
sense.
agent of
Because I question why this forge isn't in the Dunesicle Mountains. Because I think Steven said before, or maybe I'm imagining this. I thought I said it was a Dunes and Kill dwarf.
Love that.
And Dunes and Kill is the ancient
and of
race of the
course,
Dunir and the
we also
Nakua
have-
dwarfs. So if this is the Dunir dwarfs, that makes sense that they're not in the Dunes and Kill Mountains.
Played that video. Apologies.
Margaret prematurely started a video.
There we go. We also have some new, everyone's like, what just happened? We also have some new nodes that have been added.
Steven's brooding in the dark.
Sandskull Desert. We have an economic, military, and divine node.
Why is it
that's
so
been
dark,
added,
Steven?
And we've kind of adjusted the world around these nodes. So if you are playing, you will probably notice that. So enjoy those new nodes.
Do you
and have
think
fun
they
with
took
that.
down the
And the
realms
next thing that
because
we
no
have
one is
on our
watching the
list
developer live stream?
is, we did add the ability to purchase.
It's like, well, if we take down the realms, people
and
have to
there's-
watch the live stream.
Yeah, and there's a few different.
That's smart.
features that
That's
you
smart on their
can
part.
Play around with freeholds as well, but it's not
Yeah, and
fully
just-
functional yet.
Yeah, just to give context here, obviously Freeholds is a very, very, very large system. And so you're going to see this system come online in stages throughout phase 2 and even perhaps into phase 3 a little bit, some of these systems. Right now, what we have in place for the start of phase 2 is that freeholds exist in statically located positions throughout the world. They are accessible by players who have acquired enough gold to purchase them. You can interact with the freehold directly.
Yeah, the whole
If it's
launcher
on the
issue.
well,
That would
perhaps.
make
I
the
can't
most
remember if
sense.
They put it on the well or if it was on the house.
But I'm also questioning,
You
why
can
didn't they
interact
do
with
this
it,
live stream
on a
before the
first-come,
servers went
first-served
live?
basis in order to
That would
purchase
also
the
make a lot of
freehold.
sense.
And
Like
when
they
you
end
purchase that freehold,
this live stream
initially
and they say
the,
like, servers are live, go
functionality of that
play.
freehold is going to be
It's weird that they
providing
open servers an
ability
hour before the live
to,
stream.
to interface with the
If they want
seed
people to watch the
vendor
live
and
stream,
to
right?
create root balls which can be planted on the freeholds so that you can harvest those for different resources and inject them into the economy, along with some trees that can be planted there, and I believe perhaps some animals as well. Now, the farming profession
So
is not
are
quite
root
yet
balls like the
fully
start of
integrated yet.
every type of
So
like
as a
plant that
result,
you can
we'll be
gather?
purposing, I believe,
Because I know they were
herbalism,
testing
for
root
the
balls
time
before.
being, until we get the
Yesterday.
other pieces in place. There is a home on each of the freeholds as well, different types of homes. So as I said, some of these larger systems, we want to get the base components and or functionality in place for players to start engaging with as the full feature and the full system comes online. So this is the initial implementation, and we'll be working towards the full design, which we've discussed in the past, and you guys have seen demonstrations of over time, over the course of phase 2.
Yeah, and I don't remember if you mentioned this already, Stephen, but it does require you to be level 20, and it does
Level
cost
20.
100 gold on top of that. So just making sure that people are aware of the requirements on that front.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Just what Dragon
so,
said.
Beyond that, we also have marketplaces and marketplace vendors that have been added.
Yeah, so this is a core component, obviously, of the economy, something that was missing all throughout phase 1, which is the ability to easily list and sell your goods. A lot of people talked about the desire to have more prevalent copper and these rarer resources being more available. And obviously part of the reason why that request was made was because there really wasn't an easy avenue for players to trade with each other outside of chat or your guild structures. Whereas now comes the initial implementation of the marketplaces.
People were going in
rare resources will have an opportunity to list their goods for sale
on the
marketplace,
forums yesterday.
and you will be able to see them. Now, I do want to caution.
I don't know if you guys saw this.
First implementation of marketplaces. I think Alex and his team on the econ engineering side and the UI side have done a great job in standing this up, as has obviously the Freeholds team as well, the systems team.
So this was Margaret asking for
Mikhail,
gameplay test
Chris,
feedback from yesterday
and Jake.
about like
So
freeholds and
names, you gotta
marketplace.
list everybody. They're
I
gonna
know,
feel
Jake-
left out.
And, like,
I was
people
just gonna
were
say,
upset.
Jake, Kyle, Aaron,
Treasure maps weren't
they
working. I think we
pulled
knew that.
some heroics landing this over the course of the
Yeah,
past
people were talking about how, super disappointed. It wasn't very intuitive how to do freeholds.
Just want to give a
Marketplace
shout out to the
didn't work
development team
great.
because they've been pulling some long
Well,
hours.
like, I think people had a complaint about
Those here,
you can't look for
in the
specific
holiday
resources.
season.
You have to like go
Like
through
that
every
to
shop.
Make sure that
everybody,
players
yeah.
have this.
Yeah, freeholds were intuitive.
The whole
So
Intrepid.
Mark-
Get some little hearts
Make
in
root
chat for the
balls.
Intrepid staff.
But,
That'd
like,
be nice. I know
a
they
lot of these
appreciate
comments were
that.
like,
we really
Jake.
appreciate all of the hard work.
these are people are like,
Yeah, Jake on the
this
Freehold
is
side
a
did lot of heavy lifting there,
early alpha
and
too,
Alex
and this
on
is the first
the
iteration of
marketplace
these
side did a lot
systems.
of heavy
Of
lifting
course, it's not
as
gonna be
well.
great, but I feel like people
all the
were
team,
very
has been, of
overwhelmingly
course,
negative on
kicking
the
butt
forums here.
over the course of these last few months. And I think you guys can share in seeing that.
Like compared to being
as
like
we see
constructive
updates come to the game
criticism
and the
would be
game get
good.
better over
But I
time.
feel like they were a little bit more
Marketplaces, of
negative
course, I
than
do
being
again wanna caution, this
than
is an
negative.
initial
A little more negative than
implementation of the
constructive
marketplace
feedback
system.
would
So it's
would
possible
entail.
there may be some bugs. There's a lot of outstanding functionality on the UI side. Obviously, any good marketplace or auction house is going to be heavily heavily driven by the UI, search functionality, all that kind of stuff. That's going to come later in phase 2, but this will stand up at least an initial implementation of marketplaces, which gives us the opportunity to trade your goods while being offline.
Yeah, and we're already gathering feedback. I know there was a lot of
Oh,
people.
nice,
that
it
were like,
stays
"I can't it's great
in
that we
game
search
even
the
when you're
description that
offline."
random
Cool.
people can come up with, but we
And I
have to
think
search
you
for item
get
specifics and
the
things like that.
gold
So,
That's intended.
in your
That's
mail.
the design.
yeah.
So you still get it while you're offline. You just have to get in
Yeah.
game and open
So
up your mail
Your
system.
feedback, we're pulling in.
I think
a lot
that's
of
how
it's
it works.
Functionality, like we said, generally a lot of the feedback that we've been getting is feedback that's already like features that we want to implement. There hasn't been a lot of like new ones, but we all, of course, would love for you guys to keep giving us your feedback because we want to make sure that we're hitting the nose on like what you guys want and the features that you want. So continue to provide us with feedback. Generally, our UI as a whole has a lot of love that it's still going to get. I know that we get a lot of chat requests and things like that. So there will be more stuff coming down the line. Just hang out with us, bear with us as we continue to make the product better and better as we go forward. Some other highlights here, and it's really just one last one, is, we do want you guys all to have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate.
Alpha
We did add
key
a little bit
giveaways?
of holiday spirit to Vera. I know some people don't like that because they don't want it in their game, but we're having a little fun for our alpha. Obviously, as we get into the world of Vera, when we launch the game, there will be probably holidays that focus around Varen holidays instead of like IRL holidays. But just kind of
Varen
I mean,
holidays.
I don't know. I'm digging the Christmas trees. I'm digging the.
I did like the
Christmas
Christmas
in-game,
tree.
To be honest with you,
we're
I don't know if
look
I-
at us, Steven and I got our hats
Yeah, I'm
on.
down.
I got a little
I'm-
snow.
We need a holiday event.
I think the Scrooges that don't
Earrings.
like it, they need to humbug themselves into a better spot mentally.
Yeah, there's definitely been some vocal people who are like, I don't like this. This is, you're breaking
Oh,
your
see.
immersion. So
Well,
we
that's
understand.
okay. You're not gonna like everything. It's all
By the
good.
shuffling background. Dude,
But
David, do you
we're
not
having
know?
fun.
Do you not know?
We're making a game. We're having fun
Steven, the
together.
creative
So this
director?
is- And then, of course, as a reminder, if you want to
He
know the full list,
he's
there's
almost
a
like
whole bunch of things that we have.
well, there was like a lot of
added
Kickstarter
to,
money,
in regards to
but
characters,
Steven,
archetypes,
he made a
combat,
ton of
and
money off
the
of real
artisanship,
estate,
economy, caravans,
and
handouts,
he's
plus
done
events,
some streams in his
pre-rolls,
house, and he
visuals,
lives in a mansion.
audio, interface,
And he's done
general
some like
issues. We've been fixing things,
streams
we've been adding
from
things. So if you want to go check that
inside of his
out,
house,
there
like in
are
his living
details
room,
over on our update notes.
and
We
it
also
looks
have a list
like
of
a
known
very
issues
expensive
that will
house.
continue to update those things throughout.
So he's like
as
almost
we
fully
more
funded
funds
Ashes of Creation
arise.
himself,
But
apart from
definitely check them
Kickstarter
out
and
before
stuff.
you put in your slot
But he has a
bucks.
ton of money to
But,
put into
if you
this.
put in a bug that's a duplicate. We'll
This
find
this
it and
Ashes of Creation is a game
deal with it.
And I do
by
just
a
wanna
nerd
expand real quick. I know
who had a
there's lot of
Pathfinder
people talking
campaign,
about,
and he thought,
the
I got the money
ones
to make
that,
this into a
wanna
real
come. Just to
MMORPG.
give you guys
I'm gonna do
context
it,
for exactly what
and that's
happened.
what Steven did.
There's
He made a
around
Pathfinder campaign, and that's
28,000
what
to 30,000
Ashes
people
of
that are
Creation is
trying to
based
log
off
into the
of.
game right now.
And he just decided like, hey,
And
let's make a
only
game out of it.
around 400 to 600 got in across the realms. So obviously, there's a lot of people that had plans, and I think it's only
Yeah, here.
appropriate that
I'll try to look for an early live stream
again at 1:00. There's not
where
too much
Steven's in
time
his
that's been
house
devoted,
in the
but,
front.
names that are getting reserved, people that are getting head starts. It makes sense to me. It's not a hard thing to do. Now, people are talking about, our server sizes as well. And I know there's a lot of conversation about the number of servers that we had. I just want you guys to know that our approach when it comes to server concurrency, we had some very successful wins over the course of the last few weeks when it comes to network configuration. We feel pretty confident that our servers right now can handle a
Like,
concurrent load.
Isn't
of
that what I'm
around
talking about? But oh
6,000
yeah, you
per
can tell.
realm.
He's in his house here.
And as we watch
Like,
those
he has a
queues
big
grow
piano right there.
high,
I can just imagine this is like an
potentially
opening
introduce new
into
realms.
like
For
a
us,
massive
that's
swimming
not
pool
very
enclosed in by
cool
his
thing to do.
house.
So it only makes sense that we kind of preserve the population and
Right?
density at start. In order to ensure that 1 month from now we still have good values on those servers when testers get a little
Yeah,
bit
yeah, he is rich.
fatigued. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, and that allows us to have, healthy economies on those realms.
I think he's in
and
California.
not having to merge realms and things like that as we move forward. You've probably seen those things happen in a lot of other games in the past. Obviously, we're still in an alpha phase, so that stuff isn't
Yeah.
necessarily going to
Definitely money.
be as important for us, like merging realms and things like that. But we do want to have healthy populations on those in order to get the most data for us on our end. But that's not to say that if we feel we need to open more realms, we will, right? And that's an
So far,
easy thing
2
for us to
realms,
spin
at least
up. It
Lenneth
takes us literally minutes.
or NA
So
is running really
just
smoothly so
to be
far.
clear, that is not
I
on the table.
when I got in no queue time, I know a lot of people are having launcher issues,
And
but
then
no
finally,
queue
I
time.
wanted to kind of talk
But maybe
about
once
what we're looking for
launcher
feedback
issues
on
go away and
in,
everyone's
phase
able to
two.
get in at the same time,
Wanna
maybe there will be a queue
focus
time.
A little bit of information on that.
But it
first,
ran really
and then we'll
smoothly.
get
I
people
didn't
following
have any
forward.
drop frames, no lagging. I didn't see people rubber banding at all.
So, obviously, we're going to continue the work on
Like
stability
performance from week into
That is gonna
one,
be an ever
like a month and a
ongoing,
half ago,
thing that
is
we do
so
across
much
the
better.
phases as a whole.
They made so much progress.
But in phase 2, you're going to see some more focus around balance, as well as the new systems and features that we're going to be implementing.
Glad they did 2 servers rather than the one they were
playable
saying.
space in the world and the new nodes that we're going to be bringing online.
I agree.
We're going to see some more player-centric systems like sieges and
Node sieges.
and expanded war systems and some developed guild systems that are going to be coming online in place. These are all things that we're looking to continue to flesh out in order to see how they interact with each other. And then on top of that, we're going to be having obviously testing on our PTR when we get back from break. That's going to be testing out some of these additional features that are necessary on the game systems that we're implementing. And you're going to be seeing those come online. Some of you have already seen a little bit of a sneak peek through some of the data mining that's been done on our Rogue. Some of the abilities I know got leaked out, and
Oh.
some of the content creators were talking a little bit about those abilities for the rogue. You're going to be seeing the rogue.
I
come
know
online
Nice
as
had
well.
a video drop
Yeah,
about
I
the
think
rogue
they're all
yesterday.
over
Something-
too.
I know. I'm going to say. And then obviously after the rogue, we're going to be working on the summoner as well. So we're also going to be seeing additional races come online as we get through the work of making sure that our different armors are accessible by all the races. That's something that's going to be coming online as well. And then you're going to be seeing nodes get to level 4 and start to utilize the vassalship
Nodes
system.
up to level 4.
Those are obviously very important parts of the node system as a whole,
Nice.
which we're very excited to see.
This is exciting.
As part of this phase 2 launch, you're also going to see nodes take a little bit longer to come online. That's going to be in part due to some scaling that we've done on the node experience acquisition. But also some of the nodes now exist within an area of the world in the Sandsfall Desert that is much higher in level than the Riverlands. And so as such, we've implemented this tiered kind of ranking now of
I didn't-
experience gathering,
I didn't
which is important to understand. and
see
for
any of the
us to
rogue
kind of
abilities yet.
expect.
Because I know Nice dropped a
So that's
video.
all important
I
stuff.
didn't watch it. I saw the first couple minutes.
Gonna
But
be,
I didn't
a
see him
lot
talk about any
coming in,
rogue
and like we
abilities
said,
if he
we'll keep
does
you guys
talk about it.
updated. If you have purchased Alpha 2, you should have got an email yesterday, as well as if you purchase now moving forward or upgrade, you should be getting an email on how to download. But basically log into our site, there's a little download button. Once you log in and you actually have the Alpha 2 access, you should be able to
Yes,
see
it is
that and
exciting.
go ahead and get the launcher started. Like we said,
So I think they
we're
said rogues
looking to
should be
update
coming
when we
out.
start at
Or
1
they're
p.m. Pacific
trying
now,
for like
but we'll keep you
mid-January,
guys
sometime in
informed on
January.
all of that in our Discord news section for Alpha 2. That is the best way to get the most up-to-date information, is via that. We are working on getting a support widget in our launcher as well that will link to our X or Twitter.
I think this
whichever
whole
folks
live
wanna
stream is
call
just
it, their
about
support
content
Twitter,
that they talked
that
about
we'll be keeping
last
updates
live
on
stream,
as
right?
well.
It looks like the
Down line,
bulk is
that'll
going to
make
be
it
about
a little
Befallen
easier for those
Forge.
of you who are
And I
not
guess all we had about
on
Befallen
Discord,
Forge
but
was
Discord is our best place
Steven
for
talking about it for just a
information on
minute.
the time, like,
So
moment
maybe
to
this is going to make a walkthrough of the
but
Forge.
on a grand scale,
I know
we'll
the
still
focus
email them
test
as well
yesterday,
for phases
they
and
had
updates are
people
coming along the
get
way.
upgrade to max level and like high level
Everybody
equipment
informed on
and
that front.
play through
If you
Befallen
aren't
Forge.
sure where your email went, definitely check your spam and check.
So,
Sometimes it goes there.
I haven't seen any
Make sure
gameplay
you're
of that
gonna put
yet,
us
so
in
hopefully
one
they'll
of
have
your,
some
trusted
gameplay of the
emails
of the
so that we
Befallen
don't go in the
Forge
wrong spot, so you keep that information coming your
at a
way.
high level.
And
That'd be
with
cool.
that, I think we move on to Befallen Forge. Goodness, I don't know if you have anything you want to preempt.
about to find out.
Before we.
I like in chat, some people are saying that Steven's getting flashbanged. See, it's not just in game. Flashbangs exist in real life too.
Yeah, your lighting at one point was like so dramatic. Oh, that's why I was like giggling. I don't know if it came through my mic.
It's
but-
only during this time of the year. I have
Steven's
these,
in the
like,
Forge.
I have these.
You have ring lights and you have panel lights. You need to put them in front of you.
Well, I don't know if I can show it to you. Actually, maybe you can see it. There's like this light up there
Yeah.
that just comes in perfectly into the into the room at noon and hits me. So
Too funny.
What is that
It's very
creepy doll?
dramatic.
What is that?
Oh,
Yeah.
now everyone's gonna zoom in on your monitor, your chat.
I was just thinking that when you turn and show the monitor, I'm like, what if there's some rogue leaks in there or something?
Everyone's like leaks, like looking into it.
I think it was just
sure
chats.
there's no code there. Okay, we're good. Message
Let's-
me.
Did you have anything you wanted to preempt?
I like how he
for
even
Befallen
decorated his
Forge
shelves. He
before
got some
I go
Santas
ahead
up
and
there.
play that video?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that a
It's okay.
snowman?
Just keeping the
A
tree. in
winter
our-
house? A little wreath?
Yesterday, we did a
You think Steven has a
playthrough,
box
in the
of
Befallen Forge. I was
Christmas
joined by, of
decorations in
course,
his
the lovely
attic?
Margaret, as
He has to
well
pull it
as
every
our
year?
Developers, Jeremy, Jess,
or a crawl
Nathan,
space he
our
has to crawl through to get out an old box of Christmas decorations every year?
QA, Anastasia, along with Bill and myself. You know, this is a large dungeon. And we wanted to kind of show you guys, you know, a little bit of a sneak peek, obviously, at the dungeon, because it is higher level. So it's going to take you guys a while probably to get to a spot where you can actually exist within this dungeon. But there is, I mean, it's a beautiful dungeon. And, you know, just take into consideration that what you're going to see now is the worst that this dungeon will look. Right.
It's still
And
going to have more
get better.
improvements. Yeah.
It's
And there's
gonna
going to
get
be more
better from
content
here.
added to it. We talk a little bit about some of that content.
I
too,
like the
little
entrance. The entrance was
spoilers
cool.
as well.
Absolutely. And so this is a fun little look at that. Keep in mind everything's a work in progress, of course, but this is live in Alpha 2 right now, along with treasure maps, by the way. And you may find some
treasure maps are in
these dungeon locations. So be careful. You never know.
Yeah, and if you have questions throughout, definitely ask them in chat, whether you're in Discord or in
my
here on
Discord
Twitch.
open just in
we'll be
case the
grabbing
servers go
those,
back live.
and kind of pulling them in. We're also going to.
You wish it was
play the video
instance?
over on YouTube if you want to. See
I
the,
am a
like,
big fan of
resolution,
not
and then come on
instance
back over here
dungeons.
for the Q&A afterwards. Pick your poison, whichever you'd like, and of course that video will be up.
But like, I guess it kind of depends on the dungeon, because it seems like it's gonna be large enough
For your future wants and needs, and then the
where there
final
should be room
update
for a
will
bunch of
come
parties to be in
later
there
today,
and find their own little
once
grinding
YouTube
spot.
and Twitch cooperate together. But
But there
without
are
further
things
ado,
like New World.
now-
You know, all their dungeons are instance. I like instance dungeons where, you know, it's a bit smaller, but there's like 2 bosses inside the dungeon, and it's kind of difficult. But you can like have a leaderboard that keeps track of the quickest party to complete a certain dungeon. I like the competitiveness. So if it's just an instance dungeon, like that's it, you know, like don't care about it. But if it's instance dungeon that keeps track of how quickly you complete it, and it's like posted in player leaderboards, and you can like get your own party and go compete against it. I like instance dungeons in that, you know, example.
Has been hard at work getting a lot of
So
content,
like, you know, where it's
features
still
ready
competitive
for us
even
to
though you're
test.
playing in an instance dungeon.
We are going to be showing off one of those big content.
But there will be instance
here
dungeons.
at the
Yeah,
Bavon.
so they're gonna have both.
I am
I think
joined
Steven at
by
some point
some
said like
very amazing
15% of the content will be instance.
what you're about to see today. Joining us, of course, we have the classic world team owner. That is
Yeah, but there's gonna be a
How are
mix
you
though.
doing, buddy?
Doing pretty good. Ready
Welcome.
to show this off, yeah.
Yeah, I
excited,
prefer open,
excited to see what
but
your team has been
instance
cooking.
does have some
And of course,
benefits.
we have one of our glorious
Like if a
little
large
listeners,
guild is like
Jessica, I believe this
keep
is this your first time?
gatekeeping a certain dungeon,
First time.
then like yes, instance content is good in that
Welcome.
regard.
Very
So they're not
excited. I know
hogging
that you've done a lot
specific
of,
resources that
lot of
only
cool
spawns in
stuff
that
there,
dungeon.
and I think players are going to be excited to see that. We are live,
To make it
by the way,
instance
on
would
the
allow
Foundry
access for
production
everyone in the
environment.
game
Obviously,
to
this week we've been doing
get to it.
Some testing.
So
on
you know, it
prods.
really just
Last
depends.
weekend was our last
Depends on the
weekend
content within the
phase
dungeon, I
1.
guess.
So you may see some players run through us. That is all cool. We're down to clown with some people on prod. If we get some strange, comments or whatever, it is what it is. This is where we are. But joining us as well on the design side, of course, is our director of design, Bill. Bill, how are you doing, buddy?
Awesome, just ready to go in here and see what happens.
Yes, it's going to be exciting, I think. And then we have, of course, our lead environment artist, James. James, how
Jin
you doing,
Drac
buddy?
is their tank.
I'm doing good. Excited to dwarf it up.
Yes, you are a dwarf.
I like all their
lover, and
Carfin
we do have
robes.
some dwarves. I see our tiny little dwarves here with very strong legs, of course. Very excited for that.
No, I really like this hood that
And
Bill
then we
has
have
on,
joining us as well,
because it looks like
our
all the
Planet
caps
Dwarf,
are
a familiar
light
face from
armor.
in the look at this. Steven.
The helmet is heavy armor, but like that hood is the medium armor.
Planet Dwarf.
I'm
How you
assuming.
doing, buddy? Nathan, how you doing?
I like the look of the medium armor.
To chew bubblegum and channel mana, and I am not allowed to channel mana anymore, so I'm ready to have a good time.
Love it, love it. And then we have one of our glorious QA members, Anastasia. First
Yeah,
time
when
on
the game
show.
launches in Size World,
Anastasia,
will definitely
you have
help
been
because
finding all the
the
possible
Riverlands that we
short
had
period
was
of
literally
time
just
has been
5%
QA
of the
for this
planned
space. But
size
welcome,
of the world
Anastasia.
on
How are you?
launch.
Thank you. Huge imposter.
So this is a tiny part of the
No,
full map.
you've been doing a great job here. The whole team has. I mean, really, this is such a beautiful looking,
The
just
pale
exterior.
orc went
even.
running
And
by.
Of course, this is the worst that this place is going to look. It's going to only get better from here. There's a lot of still polish that we want to do. There's a lot of set dressing that we want to do, and of course, lighting as well. But it is in a place where we expect players will be interacting. The Alpha 2 the Christmas break, which, by the way, we probably have already announced this, but
Like that dance.
we will be
The dances are good.
the Alpha 2 servers up for Phase 2 through the entirety of our Christmas break, which starts on December 20th and ends on January 6th. I know that traditionally we had said that Phase 2 would be over a 5-day period of time, but things are feeling pretty stable. The team is feeling pretty aggressive, in which case we are going to be keeping things up over the whole break. So I think a lot of people are going to have a lot of fun playing. There's a lot of new systems and features which we'll be talking about on the live stream, but today we're going to focus in this video on Befallen Forge. So let's head in.
But we will come down at 2 a.m. for server restarts.
Yes, yes. Servers will be restarting daily at 2 a.m. Pacific time. For those of you, of course, who are
cool.
late night owls, you will see that.
So
Downtime
5
is
a.m.
expected
for me.
probably to be,
Perfect.
You know, less than an hour, but I don't know.
And I think it's 2.
That's my
2
bedtime.
CET for the.
Oh, my bad.
They're
Oh,
different.
okay, got
Oh,
it.
you're good.
Okay.
Oh wait, 2 a.m.
All right,
Eastern?
so
Is that what you just said?
this is the Befallen Forge. I know
Pacific?
that we have a lot of people following us. Is there a group? There is a group, but you're not
Just
in the
follow Jindrak because he's going to be our tank.
Oh, here we go. Jindrak, you are our tank.
Oh,
So
that's so
Ooh.
cool.
Why is
Look at-
Steven
I like
leaving?
the
Yeah,
haziness.
well, I'm just looking at
coming out of the
this
grates.
stuff.
I didn't
this
see
is
that when I came in.
nasty. What happened to these people?
Now, why are we here?
Yeah, why?
Yeah,
are we
17
here? What
days
is
of
this
playing.
place, Jeremy?
People are going to be grinding for the
Oh, I
17 days. Hit
understand.
max level, go through Befallen Forge.
Its original name was the Braithreach, and it was a collaboration with the dwarves and the humans to create a forge, because over on the other continent, over in Illyrium, the Tauren Empire was starting to cause a lot of problems. So they wanted to create this collaboration forge so they'd start cranking out some gear to fight off this army that's going to be coming their way. Then eventually, during the Great War of the Undying,
Great War and then
the
dying.
Taurens did
This is where they.
come and take over this location and cursed everyone
Ah.
inside of it, and then sealed it up. So after the war,
You're fully retired.
humans and
17 days of grinding
break the seal
of
and when
only
it's just
playing
coming
Ashes.
back from Sanctus and the Exodus that the seal's finally broken. So we have the remains of Taurens and Dunzenkel and Aelins who were working this forge that have been cursed and to this afterlife of maintaining this forge and
Sick.
creating cursed weapons.
And yesterday,
Nice.
I dropped a video yesterday. I went through the Forge,
Obviously,
and I was asking for lore
all of this
of
law
why
on
the Forge was here and not in the Dunzenko Mountains.
for
And they just gave it to us.
Forge's purposes. Let's head in if you wanna.
So King Atrax was the last ruler of the Tauren Empire, and it sounded like they're on the Eastern Continent. And he became a undead lich.
Now, of course, this is intended.
And he started
for
cursing
all
people, and they
parties,
became
so,
undead, and he made like an undead army.
if you
So it sounds like the
need
dwarves
to
and the
find
humans
friends, the entrance
were
exercise is a classic
working together in this
dungeon
forge to
maneuver
build
to find
equipment,
groups of people
armor,
waiting,
swords
but
to
there's
fight King
also
Atrax in the Great War of the Undying.
nearby,
Interesting, cool.
We're close to kind of New Ayla, and what
And then when they finally defeated King Atrax, that's what gave a rise to the Aelin Empire.
it's also a good place to pick up.
And the
parties.
Aelin capital
Yeah, so this is intended as a full group.
is where we start with our Divine Gateway, the
Everything
ruins
we've seen
of the
here,
Aelin
3
capital.
stars or more. So this is kind of a higher end dungeon for the Riverlands.
Oh, I'm loving the look of this. This is, I mean, it definitely speaks.
Slagborn Laborer.
Looking at just the shape language of the doors and the archways and the blocky.
I went translations on the Dwarven text.
It looks great. I'm loving this. The giant chains look perfect inside. Oh god, there's a grate there. I'll fall inside that. These Slagborn, they have a lot of hit points.
68k health.
You can hit hard.
As mentioned with the grates, like the environment hazards are pretty spicy.
Oh really? Oh, I didn't even say it. So the grates back at the entrance area, those actually deal damage to you as well, right?
Yep, they do about 10% of health damage, but you can roll out of it as long as you're not like standing in it for a good manner, so you'll be just fine.
This is a good looking dungeon. I know we're just at the start, but I like the look
For
of
sure.
this.
It's gonna be up to like 25% the next playthrough.
And I like how you have to fight through monsters to get to like the next room.
It feels pretty good, I gotta tell you. I think we've definitely brought some stragglers along with us.
Some added firepower here.
Yeah, they're kind of helping. We have extra firepower for sure.
Let's get this patroller down.
That's
here.
good though. We can make our ways a little bit deeper in the dungeon.
People are playing right now, Kiro?
True.
Yeah, and we're in a
That's
room
right.
now that has one.
I'll watch this. I'll watch the live stream, then I'll get back into
Smasher.
the servers.
That's on
I'll try to
other
get in.
side.
Oh no. Oh god. Oh god.
Yeah, there's no update with the Discord message yet. Unless servers literally just went back up and they haven't
You all
typed a
are
message
different
yet
sides of this
in the
pillar,
Discord.
So you're not making my job easy.
So what you're saying is the level design is...
How dare you?
How dare you? Gotta be aware of your surroundings. Okay.
For this room in general, even
What's
though
that
the
green loop?
pillars do seem a bit perilous, they're definitely used for like cover, so that way you can tie up each of the enemies and the mini boss to kind of have some
Already
different
asking for an invite.
tactics and stuff. When
Well, I
you're
guess there could be
raiding
another
through
party in there.
This dungeon.
Oh, look at that legendary equipment.
My bad. Sorry. Telling these guys to take their party down south. We will go north. Is this north? Yes.
Would they listen?
Okay.
There's in the middle of this room as well has the first showing of those cursed Dunir that you were mentioning,
Oh.
Stephen.
Oh, really?
Let's know this room where?
Where's
The
that
center. The center.
Right in the middle. They're
The center,
on
Stephen.
workbenches as if they're
The middle,
working
Stephen.
on different
The middle, Steven.
pieces and tools based on tech
Steven, the middle.
menus, manuals. Yeah.
You gonna pull one of these guys, Jindrak? Nope.
Do we have to go south, or is there an alternate way for us to go?
How'd they get cursed?
He still can't get into Stride.
You know what? I'm gonna
Yeah.
actually separate
Yeah, typically, I don't know.
this group, and I'm gonna
Somehow some
summon
people
our
escaped.
party
Maybe the
down
EU servers? I don't know. I think all realms would go down, right? Because it's launcher issues.
How about down here?
What?
Yes.
Wait, what the hell?
Where are you at?
I'm floating down.
How is Steven floating?
Yeah. Kind of down in this section.
Oh, is that
I don't know if
GM powers, not mage?
here. They're
A new mage power?
Summon you here. Hold on one second. There we go. I just.
Okay. To get away from everyone else, that's why.
5 seconds.
That was crazy. Yeah, I was like healing like a mad woman. I was like, oh my gosh, what happened? Why were we taking
Cursed
damage?
Smith.
Oh no.
That's our first dwarf, undead dwarf.
I think one of our victims here followed us. Yeah.
Oh, did they?
Some creative pathing there. Yeah. Like to see it.
This happens sometimes when you're
Power of
recording a
God.
live testimony.
Power of Steven.
But I think it's fun this way. All right, we got a little bit less of a hit point dude over here. Maybe we can kill him first.
He blinks around.
Oh, he does.
Strategies. What is this?
Got him. Okay, switching back. I love the aesthetic in here.
This dungeon makes me happy.
Yeah, this part right here is definitely set up.
Oh, is that gonna blow up? Nah, it's gonna blow up.
Gosh. What was
My
that?
eyes.
With some damage right there.
Oh, the explosion after the cursed Duniers? Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
this is
spicy.
what I expect
Now where can we go
from a
here,
dungeon.
Jess?
Now,
This is
for
what I
me,
want in a
actually
dungeon.
Part of a later content portion push where this is going to be like a battle royale PvP session, but
Wait.
Excuse
hold
me?
on. You can't just drop that bomb and not explain.
Wait, excuse me? Battle Royale?
this
Not
part right
again.
here, the reason why it's blocked off is that there's going to be a relic or some cursed armor. We'll see what flavor we're feeling, and once the players kill the final boss, both these areas, both the final boss area that's
Wait, what's
over
blocked
here,
off?
and
Over
the
where?
area of which we
Where are we
just came
talking?
out of, the Bellow Smasher's room, will unlock, and there will be a timed event to grab the relic that's over here.
Oh, that's cool.
Ooh.
Okay, that's cool, and that coincides
That's
kind of with
sick.
our, node sieges as well, because obviously
So-
as nodes acquire those relics, it's incumbent upon all the
So
other
some
nodes that are
relics-
left without to seek out how they
Yeah,
can
I said
acquire
this in my
those
video too.
through battle.
It's relics are going to lead to open world node v node battles
Now I told these people to go in a different direction.
because relics,
might have
at least
to
some relics, you have to bring a caravan to transport it because they're so large or something.
It's not because they're
So if there's a relic in the
following us,
open
right?
world and people are trying to bring caravans to go
Because
pick it up,
we're in a PVX world.
That means, and you can only bring it back to your node. So if there's another node that wants it, there's gonna be just a giant node v node battle, fighting over that relic to transfer it back to their own node.
You know, there's
That's exactly what they're mentioning. But it's going to be like an event, is what it sounds like, a battle royale event.
Yeah.
There is.
So this would be sanctioned PvP, not unsanctioned PvP with a bunch of people going corrupt, killing each other, fighting over the relic.
Friends. All right, let's take a look.
Awesome, that's cool.
Who's the first? Oh, okay, that's the first target apparently.
Steven's player killed him.
Oh, I'm playing.
All right, the next one. Gotta bring him down.
Oh no, not the. Oh, he didn't fight us. We're getting corruption baited.
Oh no, I need heals. I need heals. I got this Lulu look guy. Take out Lulu look.
Okay, he.
Oh, they're trying to kill Steven. What is this?
Okay, all right. Murder, death, kill.
This is funny.
Almost. Oh, I'm flying. Whoops. Oh, this is kind of unfair.
You should just start casting from the sky.
You're flying.
Yeah, I didn't even know I was flying still.
Alright,
My bad.
I'm gonna wipe some corruption from folks.
Let me, I gotta murder this person first. Guys, we're not normally this blood hungry. I tried to warn them. Alright.
Some of us.
I need to take
And loot his body.
Let's see. Steal that.
Shoddy Granite Ashlar block.
These are nice goods here. Oh, trust
This guy just jumped into the lava.
Alright.
Take it off. Why not?
Oh, the guy committed seppuku?
Yeah.
Alright, could I have everyone please restart their launcher now and log into the launcher? Server logins will not be available yet, but please attempt
Okay,
to
where are we
launch.
going here now?
Attempt a launcher restart and authenticate it into the launcher now.
So, Steven, if you could, could you by chance bring us to that bridge that we kind of left off at?
Oh, really? Yeah, I could totally do that. Where do you want me to go? The
Yeah,
bridge?
follow my little. Yes, please. The one that's by where we were just at.
Ooh, that was
Okay.
close. That was close, Bill.
Alright, I'm going back to this bridge location.
Would that have been bad if I fell in the lava?
Okay, I'm gonna summon you guys to me.
I was in the lava a little bit yesterday and I didn't take damage,
jump
but I
off here,
did
careful.
randomly die.
Hey.
Oh no, the auto run! The auto run!
I did randomly die not in the lava.
I'm gonna bring you back. I'm gonna bring you
Can't
back.
quit.
Okay.
Oh,
Hello?
there's a big beastie
Launcher?
down here. Can we jump off? And
Hey, there's a
this way?
dude here that's flagged. Murder.
The launcher broke my computer.
And he's dead.
Perfection.
And his horse is dead too. Oh, you didn't have to kill the horse.
Yes, you do.
Okay. Let me see if he has any good stuff. Oh, okay. Alright, cool. Oh, there's another person. Foe. I gotta kill Foe too. This is quickly becoming a problem.
Oh my goodness! Hey, I fell in the lava.
I don't know if this is sustainable.
Had a task manager get out of there. Alright,
Okay, hold on. There we go. We got him. We got him.
I'm back.
tried to
Okay, we're gonna have to make like a tree and leave here real quick. Is that how that
We
works?
can do that real
make
quick.
like a tree
where we going?
and leave.
So let's
Like
go.
no health.
Oop.
Ooh.
What is going on with my heels?
Oh, it's because he's
Ooh.
flagged. Oh,
Oh, you need to control F if you want to heal flag players.
Let's head towards the Flame Elemental room,
Okay.
or the Bell
Flame
Smash room,
Elemental
and we
room.
can just go down and head towards the puzzle room, where that'll
I'm
be
following
perfect.
you.
Oh, and a puzzle
Alright.
room.
Let's go with Jess.
Oh, we're just gonna leave this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just wanted
And
to...
then just tank, yep, yeah.
Realms are
Come
still
on,
down,
let's
they
go
just
tank.
want us to
We gotta move.
restart the
We got
launcher.
Reds in the party. Okay.
So after you kill a Bellow Smasher, there's another boss downstairs, the Flame Elemental, which both of them will drop
Put him to sleep.
pieces
Planendorf.
for later.
I saw that. Planendorf just got destroyed.
I did.
Suicide up,
Oh
Planet.
no, the
Suicide
cleric.
up.
Cleric.
No. Here. Here we go.
Well, you can pause.
Okay, there you go.
Oh,
You're good.
hey, what's hey?
Where's that?
You're good. You're good.
All right.
Full heal. Steven's the best cleric.
Okay.
So
You just type /heal party.
Successfully made our way now to an area where we are just a group alone. Let's kill this last thing.
So after players kill the Bellow Smasher, the secondary boss is downstairs is the Pyro Elemental, which is the untended flame. Afterwards,
The untended flame.
players will have to come down here to approach the puzzle room to progress the dungeon.
Ooh.
I like how there's
Yeah.
steps to this
Gonna give away
dungeon.
all the spoilers?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a lot of spoilers, huh? And
Look.
yeah, there's a lot of steps. Kill this boss to open up this boss to open up this part of the dungeon, and it's a puzzle room
Wait, you said
to open up the
puzzle,
next
this is
part.
Jumping again, is this?
Don't worry about it. We'll be
It
fine.
sounds awesome.
No, Jess.
Bill and Maggie are shook to their very core.
Are we jumping puzzles?
This sounds like the content within an instance dungeon, but an open world dungeon.
We'll
Yeah,
be
bro,
fine.
we're gonna be
We'll
jumping.
rally. We'll rally.
Where are we going?
So after we kill,
And it sounds like a new world dungeon. And I would say new world dungeons were fun. It's just the downside was that
Oh, I see.
there was just like 2 dungeons you could do every week and just constantly repeated it. And everyone would kick you from
just once the bridge is
their instance
open.
dungeon because you didn't have the right
So right
equipment.
here, check out this puzzle, Steven.
Okay. From ash to stone.
Steven's
from
typing in
stone
Discord.
To tide, the path of safety lies inside. Ooh, I like that. That's so good. Nice job. Jess, did you come up with that?
Yeah, I actually used it for one of my D&D sessions, and players took a hot minute to solve a 5-year-old puzzle, but as you can see from these little sparkles, a bridge will rise right here.
Oh, did you complete the puzzle?
Yeah.
The dog is barking.
Nice. Oh god.
Oh, they did the puzzle already?
Oh god.
Oh, wait.
Oh god.
Hey. Ouch. Ouch.
Wait.
Nope.
Nope. Oh god.
Are we sure
Oh,
that's a bridge?
Steven's stuck.
It is definitely a bridge, but a little bug may have caught it in there real quick. We may have to jump across.
It was still hot.
Big Battle of Endor vibes right there. Like the shield's not out.
Oh no.
Oh, Steven's stuck under the bridge.
Oh god.
The unruly flame destroyed me.
I got destroyed by the bridge. Here, I know what to do. Hold on. Let me.
Oh, the bridge is dropping. So you have to complete the puzzle to raise the bridge.
Both Maggie and I were like,
And then you have a
"See
time,
how this goes."
a certain amount of time to run across the
I'm gonna
bridge.
go across this bridge.
Interesting.
I'll let you be first.
Okay, I know what we can do. So, guys,
Steven said,
you're gonna
"Please
see
stand
what-
by."
Right, we're gonna get that fixed today.
So it sounds
Don't
like
worry,
servers
it'll
are
be fixed
coming
before tomorrow.
by soon.
Arriving at your target location, so you just keep dying when I revive.
I am just gonna fly over here so we can keep checking out the dungeon. But welcome to Alpha 2. Sometimes there are some bugs. Let me go ahead and summon you all to me, including the corpses.
I call it extra spice.
Yeah, that's definitely some extra spice.
It's a perfect showcase that if you die in the lava, good riddance.
Yeah.
So lava is working.
We'll get that fixed. We just need to put
Ooh.
a flat plane with that. With that.
And even a higher level slagborn laborer.
I'm gonna put like a little higher elevation for it, but definitely will be fixed today.
All right. So we got Gingerek coming up. And then I think we can probably pick up. I love the interaction though. The
Is this a raid? This is a
It's not quite a jumping puzzle.
dungeon
It's a
with
death puzzle. With
a there should be a boss at the end.
Is there any rhyme or reason to the sequence?
And I think it's a
Yeah,
Draco
so the
Lich,
reason why I
which is
chose
like
kind
a
of that riddle-esque thing, because this is
undead
considered-
dragon, right?
It was considered like a safety precaution.
I think that's supposed to be the end game boss, or at least that's what was teased.
Get across the
So this is an open world dungeon.
for, let's
So,
say,
you know, everyone can be in here all at once. They're gonna have a giant raid party in here.
room is for. So if for some reason the lava
Which I'm assuming for the end boss, you're gonna need like a big raid party.
because of all of the melted
Yeah, this
down
is the
armor
Befallen
and
Forge.
weapons, they would be able to access that riddle, which is like a control panel, to get across the depository.
That's cool. I like that.
Anaphylaxis and Trost need a summoning.
Yes,
Oh,
please.
do you
we
guys
have
need?
to
I'm
have a
sorry.
shrine.
I'm so sorry. Let me bring you guys here.
Thank you.
I pulled some of you back as well.
Well, David, my stream knows that you want to buy some natural diamonds.
We're unloading.
We're in a forge. We're under the mountains. You can probably mine some diamonds down here. My stream knows.
Okay. We can get Jess up here.
Sponsored by that girl who played Rin in Even Stevens, the Disney
I
show.
wanted you to die.
Is that Shia LaBeouf's sister?
Oh no.
Right? Was that a sister or friend?
All right, there we go. We're good.
Christy Romano.
Guys,
Yeah.
please, the res.
We got Jess up. All right, now
If I saw her, I don't think I would point her out as the girl from Even Stevens.
there are going to be some rooms that are perhaps a bit better from an experience and or drop perspective, as well as some named mobs, which we're going to see here in a little bit, that players are going to be, contending for, right? Because that's the scarcity that exists.
This just put in, we have 3 mini bosses, Bella Smash being one of them, and then several named.
So
we'll run into some of
3
those.
mini
Those are,
bosses.
your loot targets, your
And then
your resources
probably
coming here.
the big boss at the end.
Mike and Econ team have looted these guys up.
Which Disney Channel actor streamed on
Come in
Twitch?
and get all your gear here.
I know, I think Jack Quaid, I think that's his name, the actor from The Boys. I know he streamed on Twitch, I think before, like during season 1 of The Boys, but I don't think since season 2 he streamed at all.
Workers back in the day, so the cast masters there, and
Apparently he had the longest tenure next to Brenda Song on Disney.
well, the Torrens took over the place for a while.
No, Jack Quaid was on Disney. No, I don't think so.
Nonsense.
Got it.
Jason Dolly, I don't know who Jason Dolly is. If I saw, I'm sure I would recognize him.
Great War of the Undying, they forced the dwarves and humans here to work for them while they occupied it.
Okay.
There's a lot of narrative backstory to learn while you're exploring this.
And we're not going to reveal everything as part of this showcase. We're just going to give you guys a peek inside and leave it to you to
Jason
find
Dolly.
all the interesting lore and different bosses that
I
live
can't
here.
say I recognize him.
I think one thing that is, oh my god, oh my god,
Whoa. Whoa.
what is this ability?
You might have went time of day shift.
Oh,
Soul Theft.
Let me see, I can adjust that, my bad, here, okay.
Wait, is there a new ability I just missed? But no, I don't recognize him.
Let me just fix
Kind of there.
that, my
Kind of looks
bad,
like
guys.
Jackson from Hannah Montana. But I don't think that's the same person.
Okay, I think we're good. Grab this guy too.
For everyone.
Alright, did I miss an ability?
Sorry for the flashbang.
David, did you distract me? I missed the new ability. I can't go back. I'll have to rewatch that later.
Kill this guy too.
Ooh.
I did watch Cory in the House, but I don't recognize him. I didn't watch much of Cory in the House.
So this is obviously
That was like as I was leaving my Disney stages.
And
That's when Cory in the House
it needs
became
to
a
be
thing.
geared pretty well because these guys are level 27 mobs.
And it goes up to 30, so 25 to 30 in here.
So I put the range that where you're starting at the entrance, they're level 25, so it shows like progression as you're going through the dungeon.
Oh, that's cool. And now, from an econ standpoint, there's also specific gear for this dungeon as well that players can acquire.
Some Befallen Forge
Yes.
gear. They should have been wearing the Befallen Forge gear. That would have been cool. Instead of the Carfin robes and whatnot.
Oh my god.
Oh no, we need to burn them. Burn them quick.
Okay, bringing you up.
Yeah, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody was definitely I watched a lot of that.
Almost. Oh, and he's down.
Whew.
He did have a fire and
Fire into a slag. Is that a gym? Hold on.
Bro.
Ooh.
Is that a gym for gym socketing?
That loot.
This burning piece is vital to the creation of the Born Guard.
You guys
Okay.
have to find out.
So you need that for
Final, like,
crafting
boss room.
some Befallen Forge equipment, probably.
Now, it's not yet online, by the way, but there actually is intended to be quite a big raid boss in this dungeon as well. Is that right?
Okay, not online yet,
Yes.
but there will be a big raid
There's
boss.
a little bit of secret, but maybe he has some wings and maybe he can like.
Yes, that's the
breathe some
Jackalich.
Necrotic or acid breath at you. So.
Might be undead, might have a phylactery, might be a dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
Phylactodactyl.
little surprised.
A phylactodactyl.
Yep, okay. So confirms Jackalich is the main raid boss at the
I
end.
just want to get a upwardly view here. Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
so this is the tavern slash break room where, like, as you know,
Oh, the boys is awesome.
love ale. So of course they would have
And
like
Gen
celebratory
Z
stuff well in the past.
or Gen
And
X,
Taskmaster was
the
the one who
spin-off series.
was involved with
I
ensuring
don't know,
that
The Boys is
the ale
fantastic.
lasted as long
Also, Invincible
as people were
has The Boys vibes.
That's cool. Yeah, this looks awesome. I'm just gonna get a view
Taskmaster.
of the room for everybody. This is a great looking area. While you guys kind of play around there, I just want to give people kind of a little bit of a fly through actually.
Yeah, it was a big build up for Billy.
Move around the dungeon just to give you guys.
Watch out! Watch out!
Oh.
It's nice that our magic DPS is just roaming around.
Yeah, that explosion at the end can get you.
Oh yeah.
This is a huge complex. I mean, how many parties can this area support?
Easily about 5 or 6 parties. Like when we
I
did.
can't recall what the Girls Get It Done commercial was with Maeve. Or I remember VOT Plus.
Good chunk load of people raiding through here and trying to.
They
get
do a really good job of making everything in that show relevant to real life,
Results, it looks like it can only support.
but with a superhero twist, you know, or super villain is probably a more proper term. Female empowerment commercial, yeah.
And the lava is
Girls Get It Done.
Oh, for sure. As you saw, the grates do that small bit of damage, the burn damage, and the lava is definitely an insta kill. So definitely jump on your own peril.
I'm trying to come back to find you guys. Oh, there you are. Alright, I'm sorry, I'm back.
This is a cool looking dungeon.
Well, this is pretty awesome. I think
Cool looking dungeon.
fun. Obviously, as you said,
Scene
it's a
from
high-level
Kimiko, Queen Maeve, and Starlight give
a lot of
Stormfront a
great
beatdown.
rewards that are possible in here. And, you know, we want players to have a little bit of friction, perhaps,
Yeah, I remember him saying, "Damn, girls do get it done." I do remember that part.
of what it represents. It's super cool.
Dude, this show's so good. It's so brutal.
Great job on this, by the way. Jess and Jeremy and,
Oh.
and James.
Get back.
Oh my gosh. I think players are gonna have a lot of fun.
Or like
here, and
the
it
whale
definitely, I
scene.
think, is
This is the guy who killed me on the bridge.
I forget. I think like the deep is like riding a whale or something, and
open world.
I forget what happens, but I think the whale explodes.
Yeah, Justin did a really good
It's like the start of season 2, maybe, or the end of season 2.
Tristan was the
I remember that
primary
scene. There's a lot of like grotesque but funny, silly scenes.
making it look like an actual dungeon.
Yeah, shock and dark humor is definitely what they're going for.
Yeah, I took a lot of inspiration from Moria, as well as a couple other
The Mines of Moria.
dungeons from like Dungeons and Dragons, and made a solid block out for it and tested out some pop before passing it off to Tristan to beautify it and make it look like an actual dungeon, like James was saying.
Now, where's the one of the bosses? Did we already fight one of the bosses?
No, we did not. We can fight one of the named bosses, which is right over here.
Ooh, fire room.
Oh yes. What was in there? Go
Oh,
back,
is there? Maybe
Steven.
we should try to fight that boss first. Let's see.
Yeah, there's the Cask Master is over here.
Yeah, the Cast Master is in the center of this room.
Producer.
Ask Master? Yeah, I'll take that.
100%.
It'd be what Justice League would be if Superman went rogue. That's what Invincible was.
Ale is for closers.
If you haven't seen Invincible, it's animated, but it's essentially someone as strong as Superman
Taskmaster?
goes rogue.
He
He starts like tearing through the other heroes.
Yeah, I marked him with a nice little axe.
Oh,
Hey, guys.
a Cask Master. I thought you said Task.
Task.
That'd be too closer to that producer you were talking about.
We got an ad. Trost.
Oh, the butthole.
Oh, you can't cast ball of lightning in here. You're gonna pull too many monsters.
You blaming Trost?
Exactly what he did. He pulled the Cast Master.
Oh, we got the
Taskmaster.
Oh God.
Steven
Oh.
got it.
All right, we got them
Dude.
all. We got a bunch.
The Page Master.
No, we're good.
That was a
Focus.
movie of my
Kill that
childhood.
last dude.
This tank.
Good flick. Good flick. I got it on VHS at my parents' house.
Try to hold them both.
Almost.
How much health does this cast master have? Oh, he only has 54k.
Oh, watch out,
That's
watch
not very
out.
much.
Oh, that's great. Wait, these
But
enemies
if he
do damage?
dishes,
Wait,
if
hold
he
on.
dishes out a ton of damage, that makes sense. Lower health, but dishes out a lot of damage.
Oh, the tank is down.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I'm taking
Yeah.
damage.
Having trouble keeping everybody alive.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I think we got it.
Yeah, so his son, so it's like he's from an alien race. And
Okay.
it's kind of like Superman, right? Like I think everyone on that planet has a bunch of, same superpowers, I think. But his son is supposedly the only one who can defeat him.
Almost.
I don't think I finished the most recent season, so I don't know exactly what
Oh, he's
happens.
gaining health.
I'm cleansing his buffs. Watch the boat. Watch the blow up.
No,
He
I
has health again.
did not see much Dragon Ball Z.
Dude, he is getting so
Oh my
much
God,
health back. What is
Just
going
very
on?
little Dragon Ball Z.
It's the ale he's drinking.
No.
Oh,
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, well, that happens to me too.
Okay, we gotta kill the other things then first. We gotta kill the other things.
Oh my gosh.
They are not doing this dungeon.
I got the heals.
That is rough.
Half human, half Saiyan. Oh, it's stronger than a pure-blooded?
Okay,
Oh, interesting.
almost.
Another guy.
Okay, we got it. Let's pull back. Let's pull back a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the case with Invincible.
I think we're gonna get respawns.
Or that chain lightning.
Kill this
Yeah,
cursed Smith first.
I played Mage mostly in Phase 1, and I thought all their abilities looked really good.
Oh, Slagborn. Slagborn's up.
Oh, wait, I was just ready to close us out.
Oh.
Ah!
I died.
Guys, I know you can't do what I'm doing, but it is much easier if you can.
Okay, I'm gonna hack too.
No, stop it.
Oh my god.
This is starting getting very lonely.
I'll see if the servers are back up yet.
Well, that has been
Nothing in
our
Discord.
showcase of the Fallen Forge. Couple
And
bugs
they
here,
got
that's
wiped.
Cool. But honestly, this is a super awesome dungeon, and I think players are really gonna.
So
enjoy
the
it.
Cask Master is kind of
It's
strong.
Definitely not for the faint of heart. It is difficult. So be aware, players, if you want to overcome this difficulty and in favor of trying to find the loot and rewards that come with this place, you're gonna need to come. You're gonna need to come prepared. Jess, Jeremy, James, Bill, Anastasia, Nathan, Margaret, thank you guys for joining us. This was a fun experience. I think players are going to love the new content that's in Phase 2. And obviously, as you all know out there in the audience, this is just the start of Phase 2. We have a lot of plans for Phase 2. Intrepid is going to be
Excited
on
for
holiday
when
from the
they
20th to the 6th, but when we
open the
return, we're gonna
Dracolich.
be ready to kick some butt and to implement some new content and features as part of the Phase 2 development. So, thank you for joining us today, and we will see you guys back on stream.
Back to the
Have a happy
Q&A.
holidays and Merry Christmas, everybody.
Thanks, y'all.
Christmas. Bye.
Bye guys. Bye.
Take it easy. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I will play the VOD kind of in the background so you can watch that and you don't have to just look at our faces whilst we talk a little bit more and answer some questions. But I didn't know if you wanted to talk more about Befallen
Put it
Forge.
right
I know
there.
that there's a lot of content that we even was flying through. People were like,
Oh,
"Why is he
there's
flying
Steven's
through
lighting,
it?
it's
Why
better.
is he cheating?"
I'm just flying to give you guys.
He's
a
flying so
little
he can
bit of a
showcase the
wider
dungeon.
Perspective of the dungeon and its size and how big it is. You know, obviously, as we do these kind of showcases, you know, it's fun to kind of use those powers when need be. There's a little, we don't do cuts, and really we don't do retakes. We just jump in and we say, okay, let's go. We're going to one shot this basically. And if things happen that we don't intend, you know,
It was
is what it is.
chaotic.
It's all good.
Is that a nice view on my
that's a
right?
more realistic,
That way?
you know,
It's just
portrayal of the.
got some curtains, and I look outside and I see my neighbor's house across the street.
the dungeon obviously, you know, is massive. I think this is
So
what we're
it's
trying
it's
to
an alright
aim
view.
for, obviously, when we have these large complexes, you know, and we want to have these large
I will say,
environments where
next to my neighbor's house though is like a little nature preserve. It's like a little wooded area, not very big, but it's nice that it's not a full street of houses. At least there's some like greenery, a greenery space that I can look at.
You know, Jess, Jeremy,
It's not just a
Tristan did
massive row of
great
houses.
job in standing up in a relatively short period of time.
An
And
IRL
I
stream
think it looks beautiful.
someday,
Chris hasn't
maybe.
really gotten a huge amount of time to light the dungeon. So it's going to get much better once we get a full lighting pass.
My wife
within the
made
dungeon
a
in the
big
year.
garden in our
That should be
backyard,
relatively quick.
And there's new content that will be
and I helped do the layout of it, and I think it looks pretty
Say it
cool.
again, yeah.
I said there'll be some new content that will be added to it too. I know there's some
Absolutely.
bosses and
They could show off the
The
garden.
NPC team, you know, they quickly stood
But
these
we got a
NPCs
1-year-old
up
now,
as
so
well.
we did not do
a
much
great
work in
job
the
with
garden
that.
this year.
So
So it doesn't look it doesn't look fantastic.
and I think you guys are going to have a lot of
I'll
fun
see if I can
playing
pull up a
this stuff.
picture
It's difficult.
of when
It's
we
definitely
first
difficult.
Yeah.
did the garden.
I like how you were like very adamant we needed 8 players. And we were pretty much playing the dungeon with 7 because Steven was running around. We're Steven, we need the extra deep.
So this is our backyard. I don't know if you can see this.
Absolutely.
I was at like healing like crazy. It was
Like all that, like the brown spot is just like plots for our
because I was so
garden.
focused on healing. I was like, where did those other monsters
I know,
come
tough
from?
to see through the lighting.
Steven.
I do that sometimes.
Before we started, I was like,
And then when things
giving
started
everyone a pep
growing,
talk, and I was like, all right, try to
Oh,
stay.
yeah, it's very tough
near
to
me if
see,
you want
huh?
heals. If you follow the
Yeah,
tank,
yeah,
don't
you can't
pull
really
other things.
see.
And Steven's like, I feel like you're targeting me. with this.
We definitely I see some
Yeah,
people talking about
I could show off a garden maybe.
and the gear that we're in.
Yeah.
I do just want to make sure that people know, like, you know, balancing is definitely going to be more focused on as part of phase 2, and especially when we get into phase 3, that's really where we're going to get a lot of balancing opportunity. But we have taken some balance passes right now on like NPC
Launch game,
stat
launch game, launch
curves,
game.
player power progression, some of the gear. Obviously, we had that bug that was happening with legendary gear. Right now, we took a little bit of an axe to 3-star health progression because they were getting a little bit too tanky, and it was feeling like a long period of time to kind of kill those. So we did about a 20% reduction across the board on health for 3 stars. So
Yeah, that was a
you
couple
know,
patches ago.
yeah, absolutely. So we are aware of it. We're watching. You know, we're playing with you. You may not always know who we are, but we're out there. We're playing with. I got discovered in one of my little spy guilds.
Did you forget to turn on your voice, man?
I did. I messed up, and then they called me out. They're like, "Hey, man, your voice is different," and I'm like, "What?"
Stevens
how's
has
it
a voice mod.
So
He's
I got
spying in guilds.
right now.
My plans for today is play when the alpha comes back
you
up.
have a very
Play that for another like hour and a half to like
I
5,
think I could recognize your voice in a lineup.
and then I'll be watching my kid till he goes to sleep, and then probably hopping back on.
playing with you guys. So we're
playing more alpha
experiencing this
tonight.
stuff as well, and we're
Yeah,
taking
some
these
family
notes
time.
back, and we're corroborating them with your guys' feedback. You know, and we
Yeah, and then a
incorporate that
round
as
2
part of
stream.
as part of our iteration process and balancing process.
Yeah. So keep giving us your feedback. Keep /bugging things that
Error.
you find. That all goes towards updates and changes that we're making as we move forward. But we're going to switch over and answer some questions that y'all have sent over. Obviously, we're not going to be able to get through 1 million, but we will try to get through, a dozen of them if we can. So the first one here comes from False God, and they're wondering, are we going to get chat font size changes? So hard to read.
Chat
hard to read
font
for,
size changes.
people
Huh.
with the tiny fonts.
Yeah, that's something that is a high priority for the UI team.
Okay,
it's something
cool.
that's not
Nothing
as
I have
easily
an issue with,
implemented, but it is something that's on our radar. We always
good
intended
for
that to be a feature.
Intrepid Studios to
and
be
we're
on
gonna
the ball.
prioritizing that as part of the new year. So we'll keep you updated on when to expect that, but it is something we want to do 100%.
And then the next one is from Boss Hunter 10, and they were wondering, are the new weapons going to be available from the launch of Phase 2, or will those
Oh.
be later on?
I guess I didn't see any new weapons yet.
And I don't believe they were in the patch notes, so I think they're in
No. Those will be in the new year. So
Okay, so
probably,
no
I would
new
say
weapons
around
yet.
the end of January, we'll have I think I saw an update on dual wielded daggers that look pretty good. They were looking nice.
I'm sure dual daggers
So
will come with the
they're-
rogue.
work
They'll come
is
out at the
being
same time.
done, but they're not yet ready for prime time, but they will be soon.
And then the next one here is when will or where are the Jin versions of the Veiloon, or when will we see those?
Oh, the gray skin.
Oh, that's going to be an update that comes to the Veiloon later. This is like the ability to have some emissive scarring / tattoos on the Veiloon. That's what they're talking about. That'll come a little bit later. Those will have like expanded eye options to have some emissive glow within the eyes, as well as some
cool.
unique scars only available to the Veiloon.
Oh, cool.
that shows some
Unique.
Jin influence.
And then we have, are the Dunir keeping the flip?
Servers
some
are back.
people think it's immersion breaking. Some people like it. It's definitely a controversial.
Oh, is the flip
feel
back?
on the flip?
They're just talking about the flip again. We're keeping the flip.
It might be
I
more
think
appropriate for
Ankle
the
Biter just
Nakua.
did it.
I mean, that was the original intent of the flip. The flip was first introduced back in
Alpha 1.
Alpha 1. Yeah, that's right. And it was when we
Who's
had
complaining about the doors
available,
flipping?
I believe then.
Oh, no available rooms yet.
Yeah, because we had
They shared this, and they shared the same skeleton between the Dunir, I think, and the Nakua, and then it got kept on the Dunir skeleton. So we might have an adjustment there. It might even be an option that players have available to them. I do think it's more appropriate for the Nakua. I think it's a fun flip. Yeah, it's interesting to get the mixed feelings and feelings about it.
Yeah, and long
Who-
term.
who is
we plan
negative
on
about the
having,
flips?
different animations and things like that that you can.
It's just like a little fun thing added to the game. It's not taking away from the game at all, right?
that you could add. We sold some of those as like an additional cosmetics, so perhaps it could be something like that. And then, are y'all thinking about providing furniture and prop drops for freeholds off of regular mobs or anything like that?
Oh, interesting.
They won't be full completed props and or furnitures. What they will be is there'll be potentially pieces that you use to construct those. Furniture is a
As
whole
carpentry, you
progression
can
path.
craft a bunch
That's
of
something that
decorations for your
has
house.
Game mechanic implications and power implications for players. So we want to gate that behind a profession and crafting in order to access those power increases.
And then,
It's also weird to think that a goblin's just walking around with a chair, and like, here.
where's that
drop my
chair
chair.
being put? Those questions I have. No, yeah, and I think we've talked about it before, having like resources that drop, and then you can craft or recipes and things like that off of creatures. We've already answered questions in regards to the rogue previously, but during the playthrough and throughout the stream,
Steven
it has been
looting a player's
hot
body.
topic. But people really want to know, what is the current status of rogues internally for us, and like when are people going to be able to test it? I know we've talked a little about this earlier in the stream, but I don't know if we want to reiterate that, just because there's been a lot of people asking.
Rogues will be testable on PTR sometime in January, probably closer to
Okay.
the end of January.
PTR
Right
in
now, they're still
January.
very much in active development.
And after
The
PTR, usually
combat team
PTR updates
and Bucky has,
come out pretty quick. So
spearheading,
if it is end of January that they're PTR testing, probably like
who really enjoy the
first week of February, maybe probably at the latest second week of February, rogues will probably come
lead
online.
designer on the Bard as well. So
Would be my guess.
You might get a sense of perhaps more of the whimsical nature that
I don't know what goes on the PTR,
and some of the
but
abilities, but I think you got.
I feel like when things are tested on the PTR, they get pushed out to the actual game or the actual alpha pretty dang quick.
I have a lot of faith that the rogue is going to be living up to traditional rogue player standards and ideas.
Still connecting.
So I'm very excited for it, but obviously all good things need time to cook. And this one's cooking. It's cooking actively. It will absolutely land in phase 2, and that might be near the end of January where we see some initial PTR testing of it.
Exciting. So not a long ways to potentially wait, but of course everything's subject to change.
Like a month or so, a little over a
Follow
month.
along with us on our news. We'll keep you updated on when those patches are coming. Same for PTR. We do the same thing. So if you're part of the PTR experience, You should be able to keep up to date on what we're doing over on the Discord as well. The next question here is from the Casual Gamer 2385. Shout out. They would love to hear more about the family system, and their question is concerning the family system is more of, have we thought about teleporting in the family system being too powerful, or
Grappler had a video about that.
People can
had some really good points about how
basically being able to
people can abuse the family system teleport.
They're concerned about that, I think.
That's fair. It's absolutely a fair thing to be concerned about. What I would say is have faith in us to make sure that it is balanced appropriately with the rest of the game design. I think what we're trying to solve with that type of
I mean, like, they need
is essentially
to have it implemented first, and then they have to see people abusing it or see how people are using the family teleport to, you know, collect data and then nerf it appropriately or change it appropriately.
Where we're not compromising the transit of materials.
They can't just make preemptive balance changes. They have to, you know, put it in the game first and test it a little
It comes
bit.
down to implementation. We've talked a little bit in the past about what that implementation might look like in order to.
And they make changes based off player feedback.
So what I would say is.
So if it's in the game and they're testing it, and it does seem unfair for certain like large guilds,
and doesn't jeopardize the long-term
trust Intrepid Studios. They'll make changes.
Yeah, and if you have, you know, feedback or suggestions that are very specific, feel free to pop those over on our forums. We do compile that stuff. We send it over to development, especially in regards to that. We might even have a dev discussion down the line. So definitely give us your feedback. The next one is in regards to the dungeon that we're watching right now. Is the lava in the dungeon placeholder? Some people feel like it should be improved. I know you talked a little bit about already some of the improvements
should
on the
be.
outside.
Absolutely. I mean, remember,
The lava's fine right now. I think the lava looks fine.
And while I believe that this dungeon looks great, and I saw a lot of people obviously commenting on the dungeon looking very good. Things that get improved are textures and shaders and materials. Lava, I think, is one of those. You know, there's a level of emissiveness you want to see in that lava. There is movement in the lava. There is a darkness and a layer of crust that you want to kind of see in the lava. That is something that I think is near and dear to our environment lead's heart. James?
Like, the lava right now, if that's how it looked when it released, I think it'd look okay. Because lava is just kind of like background stuff. You're not really interacting with lava. If you get stuck in the lava, you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing. Something went wrong. I guess when you're up and close like the lava, with the lava here,
continues to move forward.
I think it's okay.
And you will see improvements over time.
If that's how it looks on launch, I would be okay with it.
The next
I would have no
here
complaints.
is, are we going to add lower level dungeons? Obviously, this is a level 20-25-ish dungeon, requires quite a bit of gear. So they're curious if we're going to have some lower level dungeons that people can access at lower.
Yeah, and I mean, I think we do have some of those pocket dungeon locations. We have, we have some areas that are kind of smaller introductions into dungeons. They're not full mega, dungeons like this. One thing to keep in mind about these dungeons is, dungeon of this size and of this category, you want players to spend some time in. And the
Steven
lower
getting
the level
stuck.
you get, the less time you spend in those levels, right? So it's kind of a related scale between time.
Yeah, you don't want a level 10 dungeon because and put a lot of work into it because people are going to be on level 10 dungeon for
yes,
on
we're
this
gonna see
scale,
dungeons that-
they probably might not see, but we do have some little
5 hours
that
until
are
they get
accessible already for folks.
out of it.
Exactly.
Unless like the dungeon's like level 10 to like 18,
you're gonna be
then you could spend a significant amount of time in there.
potentially of
And the starter rooms are level 10, and the back rooms and the raid boss are close to like level 18.
relevant to the level range of this dungeon, and that's why it's of the size it is, as opposed to being like level 6 or 7 where you may only spend several hours at that level. Then those
Right.
dungeon sizes are going to be much smaller.
All right. And I think that kind of wraps it up. We'll be here all day if we answer questions, if we continue to answer questions. But we appreciate y'all hanging out with us and providing your thoughts. And as well as, if you do have any additional thoughts, feel free to send those our way. We're, of course, always taking feedback. Head on over to forums.ashesofcreation.com to provide those over to us. We hope to see you all join us in Alpha 2 as we get things ramped up. We'll keep you
Open
guys
the realms back up
working out,
right
working
now.
on resolving some issues. We should be able to patch right now, I believe. That's what we have going on.
True, yeah, hungry. Absolutely, unless they skill them up with the node. I think that would make a lot of sense, right?
So if you are not already in the Discord, that is obviously
The intent is supposed to be monsters around the node level up as the node does.
They're, they are a real-time update space. So get into our Discord.
As of right now, I don't think that's the case. There are around nodes, there's like level 7, level 8 monsters, but at the level 3 Miralith node, there were level 7, level 8 bats. And yesterday, or a couple days ago, I went out to the desert node, and the desert node was still in the wilderness stage, but they also had level 7, level 8 wolves and bats out there as well, or grims or whatever it might have been. So a level 0 node and a level 3 node had the same monsters surrounding it. So it doesn't look like there's any scaling of monsters based on node level quite yet. But I think the intent is that monsters will scale as nodes progress, and new monsters, so not just like wolves and bats, but like new monsters will start showing up closer to the node.
And for European ones, that will be 2 CET.
In addition to being
those will
higher
be
level.
automated. We won't be doing a ton of messaging regarding those. They should be coming back up within 15 to 20 minutes, but just as an FYI, that is kind of like what the experience would be. We hope that you all enjoy everything, and thank you for all of you joining us here watching. To Jessica, Jeremy, James. Oh, there's a lot of J's.
Nice hat
I
hair.
didn't realize that. I started reading out. Bill, and of course, Stephen, for their time and helping us create this development update, our last one for the year. We hope that everyone has
Last
a Merry
development
Christmas
update
and a glorious
for the
holiday.
year.
Of course, stay safe and healthy, and we hope you have fun on Vero with us. There, like Steven said, a lot of developers will be popping in and playing throughout the holiday with our families and friends, and of course,
Yeah, because they go on break, so I guess
social platforms.
the developers have time to actually play the game.
The Fallen Forge playthrough should be over up on our YouTube channel.
That's actually why the servers are open until January 6th. So the developers actually have time to play the game and not be actively working on it day in and day out.
On YouTube. We're hoping
That's
to put
the
that
real
out
reason.
Today before we leave, it all depend on Twitch and YouTube collaborating and working properly. But as soon as that is uploaded, reminder to leave a comment on the development update video, and you could be our next spotlight. Make sure that your comment, or that you are also publicly subscribed, so that we can see.
Alright, I wanted to watch some Flanker.
we kind of
Flanker had a tips video come out yesterday.
It's very strange. And of course, follow us on all the places: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all the things. We are constantly posting stuff over on those channels. And we have a little holiday video as well for you guys later throughout the year. So that's it. That wraps up 2024. The next time we see you all will be 2025. We have so much planned for you guys.
This year
next
went
year.
really
It's
quick.
going to be
The
a lot of
2024
fun.
not go
We
super
will be doing a lot
fast.
of cool things. So stay tuned with us, and we'll keep you guys informed.
Thank you guys. Merry Christmas.
It definitely did. Narc. Narc's in a subathon. I like how he has Steven as his profile icon. Alright. So Flanker put out a video. His tips for phase 1 were really good. He's very knowledgeable.
Take time, they are still far more profitable than simply selling glint to a vendor. Therefore, when you start playing, sell glint only if you need to repair or buy starter gear. In all other cases, it is more rational to save your glint for caravans. Speaking of caravans, there are a few things to keep in mind. First of all, in phase 1, the most profitable cargo for transportation was green cargo, priced at the
See, I didn't run any caravans. I need to start doing
This
caravans.
will remain the same in phase 2, but for now, just keep that in mind. Secondly, running caravans caravans early in the game is relatively safer since caravans
I never ran a
are easy to
caravan.
destroy,
I thought it was a little
we don't
confusing.
know if this will remain the same in phase 2.
So you
but
buy
for now,
commodities,
just keep
then
that
you
in
open
mind.
up the
Secondly, running
storage.
caravans early in the game is relatively safer since caravans are not easy to
And I think you
destroy
also have to
without
seal up your
decent gear or a
storage.
group of players. Additionally, many players
He's got a
will be
big
focused
box.
on other activities, and the reward for attacking caravans at the start isn't particularly enticing. Thirdly, keep an eye on the new buildings that appear in nodes. When the tier 2 wood shop is built, it becomes possible to craft tier 2 caravan components, which increase cargo capacity from 3 to 12 slots.
Okay, that's what it is.
Furthermore, the capacity can be even higher if you craft components of higher rarity. For example, in phase 1, I crafted rare and epic caravan parts, and my cargo capacity increased to 21 slots. Finally, remember that the selling price of your cargo depends on the distance between the departure
My
node
biggest
and
issue
the
is
destination. The
I never
farther
had
you
enough
deliver the
glint to
cargo,
buy a
the
bunch of
more you can sell
commodities.
it for. This is
I kept dying out in the world,
limited glint,
and I had
to
very,
maximize
very
the
little
amount of
cash.
gold you will earn. Upon reaching level 10, you can speak to a town hall administrator and become a citizen of a node, provided it has reached stage 3.
I
or
wonder if
higher.
houses
Citizenship offers a
are
variety of
online right
benefits, such
now
as reduced
at the
tax rates
start.
and fees for node services,
Because player housing
ability
will
to
be
participate in
available
elections,
at some point
access
during
to
this
certain
phase,
NPCs, and more.
but I
Mainly,
don't know if
your
we know
citizenship
that
will
it's
need to
available
purchase a
right
certain
now
amount
once a
of
node
tax
hits level
receipts from
3.
the town hall administrator. Keep in mind that the earlier you become a citizen of a node, the fewer tax receipts you will need to pay each week. For example, if you were the 7th player to become a citizen of a
Oh,
node,
really?
you will need significantly fewer tax receipts than 200.
So the later you become a citizen of a node, you get taxed more.
Purchases and crafting fees, taxes
I guess that's a way to
match the
keep
ratio
population down in
about
metropolises,
being.
right?
Reason is that all
Because if you see
taxes go
Metropolis
directly
node,
to the node treasury.
everyone's going to be
This
part of
gold can
Metropolis
only
node,
be
right?
spent on
But if
developing
you're
the node, constructing buildings,
coming into the
and
node
activating node commissions.
as like the
Players do not have personal access to
18,000th
the gold
player,
in the node
and you're going
treasury.
to tax a
They
lot
can
higher,
only use it to
you're
improve
going to
the
kind of
node.
be
A node
forced to go
with
be
low
citizen
or
of a
no
different node.
taxes is a node that will not
I guess that's a way to
develop and
keep
will not
player
survive.
population down in
So
higher
don't worry
tier
when you pay
nodes.
taxes. They're crucial for the node's growth, and it's not someone trying to rip you off. After starting the game, you will need starter gear. Many players buy it from the vendor in Lionhold, but that's not the best option.
Don't
since
think so about player
gear
houses.
is sold with a 50% tax rate, which is significant for new players. Instead,
Yeah, because
it's better to
apartments and
purchase what
inns
you need from
should also
vendors
be in
the
there, but
outskirts of Lionhold.
yeah,
For
maybe
example, there is a
maybe later
smithy,
on.
Hideworks and textile mill to the west of Lionhold, where you can buy melee weapons and armor without taxes. Additionally, there are multiple vendors to the northeast of Samhaya's Hope. At the laboratory, you can buy magical weapons and buff scrolls. At the wood shop, you can purchase bows. At the stoneworks, you can buy jewelry, and at the cookhouse, you can get food. These options are much more cost-effective for new players. In the previous chapter, I mentioned buff scrolls and food, which are sometimes underrated, especially by new players. Even though
Give
the
us
buffs
the
they
servers
provide are
back,
not
Steven.
significant overall, they are a fact.
We're getting close to
They
2
play a
hours, I
much larger
think.
role at lower levels. They
At
become even more important for solo
2:15
players
ish is
who
when it came down.
rely on
I
themselves
said for
while
about 2 hours, so
leveling.
about
The effective
4:15 would be
buff
2 hours,
scrolls
right?
last 3 hours,
We're getting
while
close.
the food buff lasts for 1 hour, which is a decent bonus considering that they are very cheap. During phase 1, all nodes had a black market vendor located in one of the less noticeable buildings near the marketplace. We don't know yet if these NPCs will be present by default in nodes during phase 2, but they offer some interesting goods for sale. First of all, they sell crowbars of different tiers, which allow you to open crates after successfully raiding someone's caravan. Secondly,
well, you
they
need
offer a
crowbars if you're
caravan
gonna go be
request
raiding.
option,
If
which
you're gonna
lets
be
you
a
summon
raider.
caravan if you don't want to use a crowbar to open crates with cargo. They also sell recipes for elixirs that require a journeyman certification level in alchemy. Lastly, there is a good-looking mount with 165 ground speed available for purchase, which can
That's
be used
40
without
gold.
training. In terms of speed, it matches the best tier 2 mounts, which is decent. It also doesn't require a tier 2 animal husbandry station, but at the same time, the mount is not that cheap. Finally,
Yes, 40
if you
gold.
raided someone's caravan and obtained stolen commodities, this NPC will
It's a
be
lot of
more
gold.
for them compared to ordinary vendors. Each node has 4 different commission boards offering various tasks and rewards. The first is the Adventure Commission Board, which provides tasks mostly related to exploration or killing mobs. The rewards for completing these tasks weren't great in phase 1, typically some XP and a small amount of glint. However, they
Oh,
might be
exit.
still worth
Get back on.
taking, especially at lower levels, since the tasks may align with your travel path or farm location, allowing you to complete them without extra efforts. The second is the Artisan Commission Board, which offers quests related to gathering. Completing Completing these quests grants gathering XP and
me launch
some
again.
While the rewards aren't substantial, these tasks are essentially completed automatically as you engage in gathering activities.
Yeah, because they
The third one is the
increased
hunting
XP
commission board,
and
which
glint
requires
rewards
killing
from
main mobs.
commission
The rewards
boards.
here are generally better than those from the adventure board,
Oh.
but you will usually need a
It's
crew
like
to
15k,
get those
6k,
main
10k
mobs.
XP,
The
9k
last one
XP.
is the mayoral commission
They
board
seem good.
located next to the town hall
The hunting board.
administrator. These commissions aren't always available as they need to be activated by the node mayor.
then
Additionally,
mayoral
if players
commissions.
complete them enough times within a certain period, one of the node buffs will be activated as a result. Currently, there are two ways to obtain node currency, either completing mayoral commissions that we just spoke about or fulfilling buy orders. Each node has a requisition agent.
And as the node levels, I think you get more options out of the node currency shop. Because in Miralith, I think you just had the ability to purchase a cloak or two different cloaks. But when I checked in the last weekend or the second last weekend of Phase 1, there was a lot more of options in the node currency shop.
How to obtain node currency? Let's
The
take a
node
look at
vendor.
what we can spend it on. Each node
Oh, here
has
we
a
go.
node vendor that offers citizens a variety of
Oh,
goods
yeah.
for sale.
Yep, that's node
This
currency.
includes green armor and weapons.
Yeah,
recipes
see,
for
the shop
hunting
opens up a lot
scrolls,
more.
and what usually interests
It was just the
players
two
the
cloaks.
most, green
Maybe they had an
cloak
update where they
at
added stuff to the
level
shop
10
and it
to
wasn't
20.
based
Each
off
node
node
offers
development.
unique cloaks with different stats, so make sure it's worth your time before deciding to buy one. To ensure a comfortable gameplay experience, definitely take some time to explore the HUD editor. It allows you to scale and move all UI panels and the chat window, as well as save your layouts. Additionally, there are even more customization options available in the combat settings. Not only you can adjust floating text and group or raid
closed
panels, but you
launcher.
can also tailor each combat setting from the extensive
Open it
list
back
to
up.
suit your needs and playstyle. Trust me, familiarizing yourself with these options is definitely worth it as it makes your gameplay more enjoyable. Everyone knows about Linehold, which is the first settlement you visit while making your first steps in the world of Thera. It is located to the west of the starting portal and the vast majority of players usually head there. However, to the east of the portal, there is another settlement called Semaya's Hope, which has the same NPCs and starting quests. Essentially, there is no difference whether you choose to go there or to Linehold.
Enter
However,
back down
there
the
is an
bottom
important
right.
detail that is often overlooked.
Window
by
back up in the
players.
top
These
left.
two locations are on different subservers. Each subserver has its own player capacity, so the queue size and time spent in the queue can vary significantly depending on how many players are in the location where your character is supposed to appear.
Anyone watch
Considering that
Bluey?
servers will be flooded with players
It's a great
when they
show.
open, it makes sense to leave crowded areas and avoid them until players spread out. to
Bluey's
different locations.
fantastic.
At the very beginning of Phase 1, I
Watch it
lost
with my
about
kid,
an hour of
and then my kid will go
gameplay
take a
because I
nap,
got disconnected.
and then I'll
The
watch a couple
location
more
where this
episodes of
happened
Bluey.
was overcrowded, forcing me to wait in a queue. Therefore, to reduce the risk of such a situation happening to you, it might be wise to head to Semaya's Hope instead of Linehold. If you're looking to learn more about the game, definitely consider checking out the database ashescodex.com. Here you can find a lot of useful information and tools such as build planner, interactive map, gear stats, and mob locations. Additionally, you can explore crafting recipes, gathering spots, loot tables, XP tables, and much more. The database is updated on a regular basis and supplemented with new features. Currently, it's one of the best websites about the game, and there is a good chance you will find answers to almost
see.
any question. A sense of community created by the recruiting players for my static group, so if you play on
I-
servers and are looking for an organized, tight-knit team, check out my
I-
Discord for more information or DM me directly. Gathering,
gonna look
processing,
for-
and crafting skills are an integral and important part of Ashes of Creation. As I mentioned earlier, players cannot do everything on their own, so you'll need
I am curious about his rogue video. Did we get leaked rogue
Live
abilities?
Alpha 2 servers until sometime in January, I would imagine.
Well, we now have small hints on how the rogue archetype
Oh, here we
may
go. Here we go.
slice
Maybe.
your target and apply trick. Consumes advantage to instead resource. First, we have a very rogue
Oh,
ability,
oh.
backstab. Stab
Still
your
working on getting
target
things
in the
fixed for
back,
Alpha 2. We
dealing
need a bit more time.
200% pierce
Darn it.
damage.
We're expecting we'll be ready
Requires
within the
being
next hour.
behind your target. Consumes advantage to deal 200% pierce damage bonus damage.
Are
That's
these old
insane.
abilities?
And advantage is the rogue archetype resource. We'll discuss that more after
Advantage.
going over the skills. Then there's kick. Kick your target, dealing 40% bludgeon damage and apply trick. Consumes advantage.
Are
to
these the abilities
instead
that got
hit
leaked
all
recently?
targets within melee range. Next up is lacerate. Slice your target, dealing 100% physical damage. Applies bleeding at double the base duration. Consumes advantage to become a frontal cone ability.
Oh,
that's pretty cool. And
so you can lacerate a ton of people.
Interesting. It'll have a long duration. Now, we don't have much for this one. It says poison, gain poison. This could be, I don't know, something that applies to other skills. Maybe you coat your weapons in poison.
Dude, bleed
so
and
whenever
poison? That'd
you
be sick.
deal damage with an attack, it applies a small poison dot. We don't really know. It's just speculation. Heck, it could be throwing a poison vial at somebody, and then there's just an AoE poison in an area, kind of like the shaman. But we don't really got anything to go off of. Next
This
up,
tank
we
wall's gotta be
have a
annoying for
very
caravans.
Assassin / Nightblade / Rogue move and Shadow Step. Teleport behind
Shadow
your
Step.
target. This is gonna be really good, especially if you're a melee rogue.
That's the
and you wanna
mage's
slip
blink
in and out
ability,
of
though, no?
combat. You're gonna deal a huge burst, probably cloak away, and then out of nowhere catch your opponent off guard by teleporting behind them.
At least the
It could
art
be a
is.
very good anti-zoning ability. You're getting zoned out by a mage, just constantly peppering
Shadow
you with
Step.
the spell book and everything like that. You can teleport.
Imagine a
behind them,
true
and I'm
stealth
sure there's a
rogue
lot of skills like backstab
being
that
completely
will benefit
invisible,
the rogue from
and they
attacking
shadow
from
step
the
behind you, and you have
flank.
no
Next
idea what's
is
going on.
stealth. Fade into the shadows, becoming invisible. Only usable when 20 meters away from enemies. Gain advantage. This one is interesting, as it may be letting us know
good.
how stealth will work in Ashes of Creation.
Is this?
You guys let me know,
where's this footage from?
Requirements of needing to be away from enemies before gaining that true
Where'd that
stealth.
footage come from?
Remember, this isn't like Ranger's camo where you kind of let me know, but
That is the rogue. He has dual
interesting, as it
dagger,
may be
right?
letting us know how stealth will work in Ashes of Creation. You guys let me know, but I really like the requirements of needing to be away from enemies before gaining that.
Yeah, that's good. So you
stealth.
can't like shadow
Remember,
step
this
on
isn't
someone,
like
attack
Ranger's
them, and go
camo where
invisible.
You, kinda see like
You
the
have to
flips of,
get 20 meters
This
away.
is going to be true stealth, and it adds a little realism / a skill ceiling. Or
I wonder
something
what kind of
different, rather than
reveal
just being
abilities are
able
going to
to,
be.
you know,
So I think the
right
mage's
in front of your
arcane
opponent and
eye
disappear right
will
in front of
reveal
their
invisible
face, even though they
targets
know
like
you're right there.
the true stealth
Let me know
rogue.
if you like this version of stealth for
I
Ashes
wonder
of
if there's going to be
Creation, or how
any
you
other
prefer
methods
stealth
of
to
revealing
operate in this
targets.
MMO. Let me know in the comments. Last but not least, we have Thump. Deal 50% bludgeon damage and apply
Thump.
silence for 1 second, and then apply dazed. If you have advantage, you instead apply
Silence for 5 seconds. That's crazy.
Now, daze is pretty good. It increases the opponent's cast time.
That
which
is
decently
crazy. Imagine you're invisible, you see a mage, you shadow step behind them so they don't even see you coming, then you get right next to them. And then you cast Thump. Now you need advantage. I'm not sure if you talked about how you get advantage. But if you have advantage and you shadow step behind a mage and you silence them for 5 seconds, they can't blink away. They can't do anything to auto attack you. They can't freeze you with just auto attacking. Well, maybe if they have chill on their weapon, they have to do like 2 full weapon attack combos to get it off, maybe. But that's going to take longer than 5 seconds. So that's 5 seconds of this rogue just beating on you, and you can't escape them. That is crazy.
useful, right? But silencing an opponent for 5 seconds
And like a
can be
cleric.
a death sentence for them. Like you just can't cast skills.
Yeah, like
and
clerics
that
and
sounds
mages are
very,
absolutely
very lethal. And I
destroyed
think it
if
kinda
they're silenced for
fits into
5
that
seconds and the
rogue
rogue's already on
wave.
top of them.
Melee silence sounds really good. Now let's discuss
From doing
advantage
stealth gain
to the rogue
advantage.
class archetype supposedly. Remember,
Yeah, so
this
if
is
they're
also
already
going to
invisible, if they're
change
stealth
data
and they
mine info.
shadow step behind
So
someone invisibly,
some or all of these
so they
skills
got
will be
advantage,
missing
right?
or
And then it
different
just
by the
silence you
time
for
we
5
see them
seconds.
on
That's
Rogue in a
crazy.
PTR. We don't know for sure info on the rogue archetypes mechanic known as advantage, but it seems to be a one charge kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like you either have it
one
or you
charge.
don't. It doesn't
Okay.
seem to operate like a tank builds courage up, or how a cleric has divine power that they're constantly building up in numbers, right? This seems to be a resource.
So
you
it's
get and
casting
you just
from
spend it,
stealth.
like it's a one-time use, or you get it. And
So
you use
it's
it to
like-
enhance skills.
So essentially, when you go stealth, your next ability will be cast with advantage and has some unique effect. So it's only like your first ability that you cast out of stealth, maybe. Okay, I mean, kind of like that. So at least you have to walk up to your target to cast Thump and silence them. You can't shadow step, because shadow stepping is breaking your stealth when you cast it, probably, and you're losing your advantage with that shadow step cast.
based on if you have it or not. And we only got the current skills to infer this from,
Maybe.
you know, the current limited skill descriptions that we do
But
have.
I guess we'll
but
see. We'll see
one
like in a
must
month.
Ponder how a rogue will build advantage through battle. We see that using stealth grants advantage, so will this be the
Oh, okay,
only
there.
way
I
that
said
you
it right
build
there.
advantage during combat, and thus you want to constantly engage and then unengage with enemies?
I
with
like
bursts
that.
of damage followed by
That's very much
stunning
D&D,
away?
right?
Or will there be various skills that give advantage, or will it be built up by just generating damage from an opponent's flank? I do have another combat.
Yeah, this
theory.
feels
What
like
if it
D&D
operates
advantage,
similar
right?
to,
So that's
like,
pretty
the
cool.
Rangers marks and the
So if it's like
hunts, where you
D&D,
can
if you get, how do you get advantage in D&D? If you attack from stealth, if your target is engaged with combat with a party member, so that could translate to Ashes of Creation. Maybe like a tank ability can somehow synergize with a party member, with a rogue party member to give stealth, because tanks can't really aggro other players, right? So maybe instead of aggroing another player on abilities that would typically aggro a NPC monster, maybe the aggro mechanic, instead of aggroing a player, will somehow give advantage to your rogue party member.
a dedicated key
I don't know.
skill off the global
I don't know.
cooldown to
I'm just
enhance the
speaking.
skill that doesn't automatically consume advantage. Kind of like what we see with the bludgeon ability, giving you the ability to transform the ability if you'd like. Either way, I'm very excited to see what Intrepid Studios does with the Rogue. It's one of those archetypes that you don't really need to reinvent the wheel with, you know? It's a shadowy, stealthy assassin type with burst usually. This doesn't mean Intrepid can't innovate, so let's let them cook and see what happens. I'll
Let
be
them
sure
cook.
to cover Rogue when
I
we
mean,
cover
they did a
Rogue.
really good job
Next
with
up, we got
Bard.
another huge
I feel like
announcement.
Bard isn't a very popular class in plenty of other games, but they did a really good job on making the Bard look cool and fun. So Rogue is like a class that's been reiterated on so many different times through other MMOs and other video games, whatnot. So I think they'll be able to find out how to make the Rogue feel a little more unique, give like the Ashes of Creation spin on a Rogue, and not just be a basic Rogue from every other video game. Servers are still down.
Finally know what servers will be there at
They just gave us an
launch.
update 8
Next
minutes
up, we got
ago
another huge announcement.
that they'll
Finally know
need
what
maybe
servers
up
will
to
be
another
there at
hour.
Phase 2 launch. Depending on when you're watching this may look different, as they did say that they're willing to spin up additional servers. However, Intrepid in the last week or so have improved their server amounts or technology, which has allowed them to host more concurrent players or server workers. And thus, it seems like we are getting one NA
The server player
and one
popularity
EU
comes up.
realm.
I
Is
don't
this
know how to
cause
find
of
that.
a perceived lack in population? Is this cause they want to further stress?
I don't know
test
how to
server
find
limits
server
and
player
queues come
popularity.
Phase 2 launch week? I'm not sure, but I welcome it. It keeps you from having dead servers or too many underpopulated
When you actually
ones.
click on the server in
There
the
has
load
been a
screen,
lot
does
of
it?
rumors, coordination, and alliance development being done by guilds behind the
I
scenes.
mean, I'll click on
leading
it.
up to
I'll
Phase
click
2.
around.
What server are you choosing? What server?
Oh,
is that guild choosing? How do we
I
avoid
see.
this
Like
guild? Blah,
low
blah, blah.
population, medium population,
now,
high population, or
all
like
that's
full.
different 'cause we'll have to all be
Yeah, servers like other MMOs
eventually,
definitely has
as
that.
they may open up the
I
limit
don't
server
know
and
if
maybe
Ashes
some
does though.
others.
I don't
Plus,
recall
remember,
seeing
Phase
that.
2 is 5 days a week, so if a guild
But
realizes
I
that
will
they
pay
don't like that
attention
main server and
and let
Intrepid
you know.
opens 2 more a couple days later,
But I
some will
don't
justify it
recall
as
if they
it's
do
worth
have
switching,
that.
even if you made it to level 10 already, made it to level 15 already. It's like, you know, you got 5 months to play.
Oh,
as
there
long
is
as on a
Spear.
server that you
I
want to,
totally
so
missed
I
that
can
somehow.
see some guilds just switching and
Spear, maces,
looking at it
axes,
as
and
not too
dual
much
daggers.
time loss, as you know, they got the 5 months. That is until we wipe in Phase 3. I will also like to say performance has been a little smooth lately. Intrepid did host a lot of testing, and honestly the render distance seemed very improved even with a lot of players on
Good.
screen. Here in the background is some footage from a node war I participated in, and I messaged Steven about this horrible render distance, and he said there was over 300.
Oh yeah. Ooh. Oh yeah. Render distance in large PvP, like that line right there is when it gets cut off. So the render distance was pretty poor for purposes of a large scale PvP battle, because you kind of have to see what's going on a little bit further out.
180 players at the time of this fight right here. all on one server.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
780 NPCs in the area.
And you also see
With that
people
being
on the line
said,
running
the
in
amount of
place.
players that
The
I
render
was able to
distance is
see in
much,
this
much
close
further.
proximity here was very impressive. So let's just let them cook. I'm not saying it's fixed, it's gonna be perfect or everything like that, but
Because
it
you can
does show that
see
they're making
people like out
progress.
there.
Also, I want to give a quick mention.
The render
as I
distance was
already
definitely
streamed
better.
This, but the Dunir and Valoon races are here, and freeholds have been spotted in pre-alpha 2 tests. Doesn't mean freeholds are going to be there day one, but it does look promising. But that's going to be all. Please consider subscribing if you have not, and if you made it this far, please click the like button as it helps others to find it. Thank you to everyone who subbed on Twitch or became a YouTube channel member. Truly appreciate the support. Comment your thoughts on the data mine rogue skills and debate what you want to see from the rogue. Thank you so much for watching. It's been nice.
Right on. Okay, so now we're just kind of waiting for the servers to come back up, right? My goal, so in the Forge, my ultimate goal for Phase 2 is start this Forge. Steven said it's a pretty large horizontal dungeon. In the map, there's like a little overlook, and I explored this in one of my last videos, but there's an overlook coming out of the mountain that's south of the Befallen Forge, and I am assuming that it is part of the Befallen Forge, but it's pretty far south of the entrance of the Forge. But I think if you get through the dungeon, it's eventually going to bring you to the overlook that's jutting out from the side of the mountain, and you can kind of look over the world. So my ultimate goal for Phase 2 will be to eventually play through the Befallen Forge and get through it to find that overlook. If it's possible, if it's part of the dungeon itself. I think that'd be really cool. But dang, we only had, what, 1 hour? A little over an hour of Alpha 2 gameplay. Because I'm going to stop, because I'll be done in about an hour, because I'm going to go have some family time, you know? At 3:50, they posted that they're expecting we'll be ready within the next hour. So even if it comes in like 40 minutes, I'll be playing for like 20 minutes anyways before I hop off. So, and there's no guarantee that servers will be up by then. So I might just call it here because I'll be playing later tonight. Once my kid goes to bed, I'll be online later, leveling up and whatnot. Yeah, I'll probably call it here because I don't know when the servers are going to be back online. No point of waiting for the next hour and then servers come online and then I have to stop streaming anyways. So, yep, I'll call it here. But thanks for coming by, David, Hungry Dragon Games. Thanks for, and anyone else who may be here, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. Fingers crossed servers come back on soon. And hopefully you guys are in playing, having a good time. But I, probably in like 4 to 5 hours, probably close to 5 hours at 9 p.m. Eastern time, I'll be back on playing, probably playing through a majority of the night. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I'll be streaming, so hope you guys come on back. Have a good time. But I will see you all later. Big kisses, much love. Thank you guys.